everyone, and welcome to the long game here on the Loading Ready Run Network. I am Ben, and joining me is my very large son, Benjamin Wheeler.
It was too sunny for regular glasses, and I didn't want to carry my regular glasses, and I didn't want to bring a bag, so I've got my sunglasses. My voice can't go that low. I go up, not down.
And my very petite, forced perspective son,
Hello.
Serge Jaeger.
That is I.
This is a real Gandalf and
Wait, hold
Frodo
on.
situation. There you go.
Hello, it is I.
Now just like...
Big Surge.
There, great.
Fool of a took.
You shall not pass.
I will take the ring to Mordor, but I don't have a data plan and can't use Google Maps.
I'll get you a bird, caca.
Oh, well, when I don't need the rest of you, I guess I'm flying on the birds. And of course, the man in the booth, the eyes in the sky, is Paul on tech.
Hello.
Oh, I think Paul can definitely.
Paul
get
has the
out of us.
lowest voice out of all of us.
Yeah.
Unless we, and then Dale kicks down the door and it's
Yes.
like,
Am I a
who
joke to
says
you?
what?
Yeah, Dale makes Barry White blush.
And you make all of us blush over at Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You are the reason that we're able to do this cool stuff, so thank you. We really appreciate it. You can also check out our store when it comes back. God. Can we bring back the stores just so that I get my...
Stop slipping.
I stop slipping like that. Also, YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, which the VOD just went up yesterday, I believe, or today, or this morning, I don't know, for episode 1. But if you're watching this now, thank you very much. I did see the early comments, and people were very, very excited. Some people said they'd been waiting for months for this to happen. So I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Wow.
Welcome to episode 2
The Docho.
of hopefully 3. I mean,
We
here's
could
the thing.
die any second
Here's
now.
the thing: if we lose, do we start again, or do we say screw it?
I don't know.
I kind of like saying screw it. I'm a man that likes to play games with
We
consequences.
got stakes. We got stakes,
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
We gotta win.
Yeah.
We tried to slay the Spire. The Spire won. It was just better.
Yeah, and
I'm
so
on-
we burned the game.
I'm also a man that loves an open Thursday evening.
You know, I streamed this morning on the channel, so it's been a full day for Benjamin. This used to be my day off.
Oh.
I mean, maybe dying isn't so bad. I'm not, you know.
Let's do this today. Yeah, like I said, it's episode 2. We are moving on to Act 2. Join us again as Ben Wheeler, the Ironclad, Serge, the Watcher, and me, the Silent, descend.
You sure
into
to
the
talk a lot for silence.
yeah, I wish.
That's better. That's right. No love for the defect.
Yeah. If you play the defect, you're a defect.
The Jesus.
Oh!
The defect is the worst character in the game.
He's
Let's
actually my
get it.
favorite, or one of my favorites.
Lightning.
I'm a big fan of him.
Wow.
He does feel like he's a different game, though.
No. Okay, that's the Watcher, man. So I'm gonna say the same.
The
thing.
back seating's coming from inside the house.
I'm gonna say the same thing about Slay the Spire that I say about Magic the Gathering. People never believe me. I like all the characters equally. I like all the colors of Magic equally.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to any character or any color combination. And people are always like, "That's wrong. You're clearly a Watcher."
Yeah, but these are people that have based their entire life around the Harry Potter sorting hat until the whole turf thing. So, like, you can't listen to them. I think it's just healthy to like the game as a game and, like, not to attach yourself to a specific, like, character or color combo.
Damn!
I'm with you on that.
Holy moly. No, I mean, I get
Wasn't
it.
expecting haymakers this early on.
No, but that's the thing is I've definitely like run it because I have like that Magic the Gathering coat that I wear, and I've run out people in the wild in the real world that have been like, oh, you like Magic the Gathering? What are your favorite color?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, I don't know, like I tend to play a lot of like red black or red green, I guess, but like I don't really care. And they're like, oh, not blue though, am I right? And I'm like, oh, you must be new. I know you.
Yeah. I can give you my top 5 in no particular order.
Let's. I mean, y'all know what we're doing. Let's get on into it. If you've never seen Slay the Spire before, welcome.
You'll pick up pretty quickly.
You're
yeah.
gonna understand it pretty quickly. This is literally Slay the Spire in board game form. But last time on Dragon Ball Z, I mean, we can kind of catch people up on what we've got going on here.
Sure.
So, Wheeler, what are you kind of doing with your build currently?
So I am, of course, the Ironclad, and I've gone for a bit of an armor build, or I call it booty bouncing, even though or belly bouncing also works too.
Yeah.
So I have picked up a body slam, which I have upgraded. It's going to deal X damage equal to my armor, and to go with that, I have a series of other, armor gaining.
Yeah, you got Juggernaut.
cards. Yeah, the Juggernaut was, I believe, the reward from the last
From the boss.
So does that work the same in the game? You block, you do damage? or-
Whenever I gain block, I deal 1 damage.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
And I also have an artifact that says end of turn I gain 1 block.
Sick.
So, and the calipers.
Yeah.
And the self-forming clay.
self-forming
It's
Clay's
going
the
pretty
big,
good
big
for
one,
Ben.
yeah.
Ben's,
Yeah.
Ben's
I feel like I am going to have a lot of strategic go to 9, build up some armor, kill the board, and then end the fight and go back to 10.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite way to play this game.
Yeah. I'm playing the Silent. I've been kind of all over the place, but I think in the end we ended up really putting. I've been the poison guy. You know, I've been the. I don't have the burst phase. I have the steady damage of the crew.
Which is
and
very
it's-
funny because you also have burst, like literal actual burst.
I do have bursty kind of things, right? So like I've managed to upgrade both the poison flask, like my poison stab, and the catalyst is kind of the big thing that's been helping out quite
I'm
a
so
bit.
stupid. I thought that was called burst. That's why I was trying to be like,
sure.
you literally have burst, and
I
you're
was
like,
like, yeah. Now I was like, I don't know what that is, but maybe. I
sorry,
do.
it's
Yeah.
it's part of the 2-card combo burst catalyst.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I'm so bad at this.
Hey, don't beat yourself up. So yeah, I've been the poison guy, and as well as I'm kind of hoping to pick up a lot of like safety kind of things. I did finally get my first rare in the deck, which is Wraith form, which is pretty huge.
Yup.
Because I got to upgrade it right away. So now it's 3 rounds of intangible.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, very, very excited for that. What about you, Serge?
I am doing Watcher things.
You got the smallest
man.
deck, I think,
yeah,
out of all
yeah.
of us.
I'm doing stand stuff. I don't know. If you've played Slay the Spire, I am the Watcher.
Yeah.
If you've never played Slay the Spire, things are just gonna fall over dead. I don't
Yeah.
have the ability to block right now, but I don't think that matters too much.
We just have to kill him.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
simply kill him. All right, well, you all ready to find out what boss we're going up
Roll
against here?
4, boss. Roll 4, boss.
2.
We are fighting. Ooh, the Collector.
Oh, it's the wait, we don't want to show that off. Hold on.
We're fighting the Collector.
We want to be surprised what we find out. Okay, well, we got to start with a fight. So you all ready to
Well,
hop
do we
right
want
back
to? I
in?
mean, we don't get to choose right now, but I before I ever even do the first fight, I like to analyze the act.
Oh, sure. What do we
I was-
got going on here?
Because I think this is interesting. Now, from the last stream, we do have wing boots.
We do.
With 2 jumpies left.
Yeah, I got 2 jumpies left
And
on my
I do
booties.
count 1, 2, 3, 4 elites, which is maybe a bit excessive considering the last
We
stream.
only were able to
man,
fight 2 comfortably.
yeah, they got hands, man. Elites actually got hands in this game, which is fascinating.
Yeah.
But I am with 22 gold in the bank. I'm a little bit inclined to maybe go left, go to this first elite, and then look at this campfire.
Yeah.
And then basically pivot at that point.
I like that.
If we clear this, maybe we could jump to an elite. And then
Yeah,
go
I
to
mean
that
that's the thing
fire
is we
after.
have 2 that like if we wanted to hit every elite, we'd have to go fight this, move, do this, then this.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
So-
then that's the
Who
2
knows?
jumps. but-
Maybe we're killing it. I mean,
Yeah.
Wheeler's pretty hooked up. You've got a nice like sweet deck, and I'm here.
I am the watcher.
So yeah, I mean, I guess we're going to be
That's
starting
the
with
thought.
the fight.
Yeah. Let's do the
Probably
fight.
gonna-
See what happens.
All right.
First ever Act 2 fight, because of course the first time we played this, we only did 1 act.
Yeah.
This
So
is
I'm
why
really
this
excited to
the
find out.
long game. Who we
All
fighting?
right, we got a Boyd.
I'm fighting the birds.
You're fighting the birds, which
Love
we'll
that.
grab some birds there in a sec. I've got the avocado.
Hi there, little buddy.
And Wheeler's got a cultist who's going to summon 2 cultists.
All right. Yeah.
God damn. Avocado.
Yeah, dude. Welcome to Act 2, baby. Welcome to Act 2.
Yeah, it does not look like, by the way, birds take a max of 1 damage from each hit. They don't fall down.
Oh.
That's annoying.
That's what makes them so easy.
Yeah.
Sure. Where's the boot?
All right. Yeah, those are birds.
There are a lot of birds here and one angry avocado.
Dude, this avocado sucks.
Dude, this is definitely Act 2. All right, let's see what our starting hands look like.
All right. Yeah, I mean, 5, 4, and 4 HP is not like too much to deal with.
I wish I had a lesson. No, what's the word I'm thinking about? Oh my God, brain. Costs 0. Attack. Oh, that's a bad start. And we should also roll to see what the enemies are doing.
Got some stinky stuff here. All right. Don't think. All right, the braids, and I guess the thing. All right, so we got 4. We got strength,
Scaling.
3, 1, 1.
So I would be taking 5, and then, all right, you're just taking 4 damage, and it's blocking for 2. Sick.
Yeah.
And then every turn the birds hit for 1 and an attack back. So I'm taking a total of 5 damage currently? Really? That's an awkward amount of damage.
So I'm able to put 6 poison on the avocado.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Why does this 9 and
It might be depending on how many players you're playing with. It like scales the difficulty.
I have no idea.
There's also a 10 on that side.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know. Based on 3 players, maybe it has a different starting life total.
Yeah.
I don't actually know. Wait, chat says it starts with
19
HP is what it starts with.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Sick.
sense.
That's an avocado. I mean, that does make sense. 27 HP. This I have to hit once every single time.
Okay, I feel less
right?
cool about the 6 damage I can put in.
Or 18 it starts with. Like, it's the numbers that are highlighted.
Oh,
right? Yeah.
I see.
18,
yeah.
18.
Okay.
Nice
18.
catch, Paul.
Yeah. Okay.
That 1 HP could make all the difference.
Well, if it's got 18...
Can you pass me the energy, the prayer energy thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that makes poison a lot more relevant.
Yep.
They can give somebody 2 armor.
I would take 2 armor.
How much block do you have, Ben?
1.
You have a weak as well. Or whatever. No, you don't. I thought I saw. Sorry, this looked to me like the weakened
No,
card.
this is my
not the-
Bladey Dancy.
I can also throw 2 damage at something.
Do you have a cleave? You don't have a cleave.
I don't have it.
So I'm kind of tempted to actually start my turn by just doing a cut through fate, just to see if I can get.
See what you do?
Yeah. So my thought is I'm going to hit this one because it's hitting me for 3. So I'm going to start the turn by using 1 energy, casting cut through fate, targeting this bird. I'm going to scry 2.
I also have this blood potion too, but...
And then I'm going to draw 1. I'm going to put one of these. So in Slay the Spire, scry actually means surveil. So I'm going to put a Tranquility in my graveyard. I'm going to put an Empty Mind into my hand. I'm going to pay 2 energy to cast Vigilance to give myself 2 block. I have entered Calm. I'm going to spend my 1 prayer meditate. I'm going to spend my 1 meditate to cast Empty Mind to draw 2 cards. When I leave Calm, I gain 2 energy. I'm going to draw 2 cards. So I can block.
So you've got a total of 5 damage coming in?
Well, yes, yeah, 5 damage, and these only ever take 1. So doing like Wrath Strike would normally kill, but it doesn't in this case. So I think if I just, is there a block plus there? No, I think.
I mean, I have a damage I can throw.
I have a bunch of increments of single damage if someone's able, like I could instead of defending use this Blade Dance to put 2 out to something in 1 increment if someone can block for me.
Yeah, if you could Blade Dance there, that gets rid of a lot of the damage that I have to worry about.
Yeah, if you're able to give me
I can give you 2. That's all I have.
I'm okay to take 2, that's fine.
What's your thought, Wheeler?
Well, I'm gonna block 2 for someone,
Yeah.
and then I can either throw strike, and I take 2, or I can go strike and strike plus. So I have 3 damage here, but I have 2 hits if we want to clear some birds. Or I can go strike plus and the defend 1, so I only take 1 damage, but I have taken damage this turn. So then I can use the self-forming clay and try to have a bigger turn.
Yeah, that's
down the
fine.
line.
I mean, I would like to do Poison Stab Catalyst because that basically guaranteed, because it's 6 poison.
Yeah, just get this avocado on a timer.
He'll be on a 3-turn timer on his own.
So you're thinking these 2 and maybe a blade dance to
Yeah.
shoot a bird?
Yeah, so I could put in 2 1-point increments, so you just need to hit it once.
And
Well,
I
let
have-
Wheeler hit it once,
Sure.
because then what I can do is I can actually enter Wrath, and then I can hit one of these. End the turn in Wrath with a block, take no damage, and then be in a really big spot next turn for like big damage.
Sure, you've got 3 block, you said?
Well, I've got 2 right now from Calm,
Right.
or from Vigilance, and then so I have 2 energy to work with, and I can give
Oh, I
myself a
see.
Calm. And then so if this dies, I'm taking 2, but if I'm in Wrath, I'd actually take 3. So having
Sure.
the extra
Yeah,
point of block helps.
let's go through it then. So I'm going to Poison Stab the Shelled Parasite. So it goes down to 17 and gets 2 poison.
Yep.
That's 1 energy, and then I use my another energy for Catalyst, which triples a enemy's poison. So now it goes up to 6. That's a 10. That's a 3.
Should we get the big old green D6?
You know, yeah, I might go grab the D6s. Yeah, I'll do it. And then I blade dance, and then I throw, which is my last thing, and I go donk donk to put this guy down to 1. And I will go grab my dice, so I'm at 0, and all done.
I am going to use 1 energy
So I'm trying to
and
keep exhaust and graveyard separate.
Sure. Yeah.
ghostly armor Ben. So Ben gets 2 block.
Thank you very much.
I am going to defend so that I get 1 block. And then I am going to strike the middle bird
Yep.
and kill it.
Little bird dies. Caw-caw.
Down to 0 energy.
All right, and then do you want me to hit avocado or do you want me to hit a bird, like one of the cultists? Because my damage is wasted hitting these birds currently.
I mean, I think hitting the cultist is probably better unless we can do enough damage to the shelled parasite that it knocks a 6.
Loses an entire turn. No, I mean I'm just doing 2 damage to one of them, so I'll just shoot the last cultist there. I enter Wrath. I'm
This
at
one?
1 energy. Yeah, it's got 2 damage marked on it. And I'm gonna play a defend to go to 3 block. Good turn.
Everyone comfy with that?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So end of turn.
I get a block.
The shelled parasite takes 6, so it goes down to 11.
End of turn. I end in Wrath, so I take 1 damage from myself. Ugh, I have 2 block.
I gained a block at end of turn.
All right. Now let's go on down. So the cultist is going to deal 3 damage in total to send in Wheeler's way.
Ooh. I got a 9.
Each one of them gain strength, so they're going to be doing
Caw-caw.
2 each one.
Yep.
I'm going to take, it's going to deal 4, so I'm going to take 2 damage from the parasite, and it's going to block for 2.
It's gonna gain 2 block. Yeah, the stupid avocado man.
Yeah.
Welcome to Act 2.
I mean,
right?
the poison doesn't care about blocks, so
For real,
I mean,
yeah.
it honestly went the right way. And then the bird is we're gonna get a strength
Yep.
and donk donk to you.
All right, done.
Great. Okay, not the worst. Next phase. Oh, I did get a Bane. I was really hoping.
I'd get my juggernaut.
I was really hoping to get my my weak one because yeah, that's all right. Okay, let's roll this dice. 2. So we got 1 and 3 coming in from the Boyds.
So this has a strength too. So I'm currently facing 7 damage.
Yeah.
Love that for Surge.
I think this is what. Oh, right. I get a strength this turn because I have the Duvu doll and I got a curse. So, okay. Unfortunately, this Bane doesn't really help anyone but me. It does let me do a bunch of stuff here. I'm able to block all the damage coming in on me, which is nice.
I have a shockwave and a cleave.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty cool thing to do to all the birds across from you.
Yeah, I'm probably going to
But
do
then
that.
you're taking 6?
Well, no, the shockwave
weakens
is
them, right?
going to weaken them.
You take 2 at the end of the turn. I am able to kill the bird that's hitting me for 4. And then I'm probably taking 4 anyways because I'm going to be ending the turn in Wrath. So I'm currently in Wrath, so I'm probably doing Inner Peace, Rushdown, Tantrum, which is putting me in Calm, letting me play Rushdown for free, casting Tantrum, putting me up to 3 energy, hitting twice, redrawing itself. Because we learned that the interaction.
Yeah.
So in the video game, this shuffles into your deck instead of getting put on top. So it only works if your deck is empty for that interaction. So let's me put 4 damage and kill one of these.
I think killing this strength bird.
I think I can actually kill this one because it's 4 instead of 5, and that leaves me with a little bit of flexibility afterwards.
Sure.
What's your plan, Ben?
I was just gonna Bane and then defend for 3. I was gonna Bane the Shelled Parasite, so it would take, because it's 4 plus the strength, so 5. So it would do 3 damage to it, taking it to, if it's at 11, then that would go down to 8. So maybe that's not necessarily worth it, unless...
You're trying to get value out of the Bane, but yeah, you're right. Like through the armor, it doesn't
Is
take
there?
a turn off.
Well, we could just kill the birds hitting Surge if I cleave these birds.
They'd only take 1.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's because you're hitting how many different times?
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 off of double Tantrum, and
Okay.
then I have the ability to hit 5, 6.
So you can hit 6 individual times.
Yeah, if I don't have to block, then I get to just melt everything the next turn.
Because because we just need to hit them 8 times, and cleave plus 6 is going to kill these birds.
Yeah, those birds are gone,
Right.
and then it lets me, if I end in Wrath, then I do just get to melt other things next turn.
So then how about we do that? How about I shockwave to reduce the damage from the cultist?
Yeah.
I cleave your line, you throw it to that.
I'll do that, but we'll pause before we end, before Ben does anything, because there might be a chance that I could turn and help over there too, or maybe you block or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, there is the option as well with the Shelled Parasite, where if I'm taking it down to, if it's taking 3 here, and
Yeah.
it goes from 11 to 8, if somebody puts 2 points of damage into the Shelled Parasite, then it dies to poison this turn.
Yeah, but
Oh, we
you're,
just need to put-
But you're only facing 3 damage. I'm taking 8. Currently.
Exactly, right? And that's the thing, is I'm actually able to block the entirety of it, so I'm not super worried.
All right, let me start off with some weird
Yeah,
stuff here.
you do you,
Okay.
because you always have the most, like,
Yeah, well, watch your turn.
question,
right.
yeah, question
Calm.
mark information.
1 energy, Rushdown. Rushdown is in play. Cast Tantrum on this one.
Okay.
Enter Wrath. Go to 0, gain 2 energy, draw 2 cards. Okay, that's not necessarily what we're looking for. I've got 1, 2, 3. I don't have a free attack here, so I need 1 more point on that other bird to kill it. So
No, I have the cleave.
well, the cleave is going to do 1. So I
2
do
each, right?
1, 2. Oh, you're right. There it is dead.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm going to do Tantrum, putting me to 1 energy, which is going to do.
Remember, this is at 2.
Math is hard. Okay, I don't have enough damage. Okay, hold on. My draw was bad. I guess maybe. Well, I don't want to kill the 1 bird, so I will still put Tantrum here. Should I just start with Cut Through Fate
Usually.
on this one? Start with Cut Through Fate. Scry 2.
So Spire is way harder when you fight like all the enemies of a act in one fight.
All right, doesn't help, but I drew a Tranquility. That's gonna help me for next turn. So if I Tantrum here, it puts me to 0 energy and 3 HP. So I didn't, somehow, I don't know if I missed or if I did the math wrong or something. Turn
Could
wasn't,
you not have tranquility? Oh no, then you'd go to.
then I go to 0 energy and I don't have the ability to leave Wrath that turn. And then yeah, none of my like strength scaling or damage scaling actually helped me kill the birds any faster there. So, yikes. All right, well, I'm at 0, and only one of the birds is going to die, which is fine, because...
I mean, again, the numbers don't necessarily change for the shelled parasite, so I can actually instead put this Bane as a 1 damage hit.
Yeah, the 1 damage hit's not great, but, I mean...
Does that change?
So Cleave kills this one, and then it puts it to 2. And then you need to hit if you
I mean,
block.
I could do this, and I could just take 1 damage from the shelled parasite.
If you hit?
If I go bonk bonk, that puts this to 1. Wheeler cleaves this. Your whole row's done. This takes 6. I'm defending for 2, and then, yeah.
Wheeler's taking 3. God, this act got hands, y'all.
Well, I mean, Wheeler's will probably take like 1.
If I'm just dedicating myself to Shockwave and Cleave here, like, I think the Shockwave I'm mostly locked in, unless, because if I shrug it, well, alternatively, I could hit, and then shrug it off, which gets me to 2 block. I get 3 block from the
take
core,
3 anyways.
and then I could self-forming clay to get me up to 6, so I take 0 this turn. My question is, how are we going to deal with these birds?
The turn after, I get to put out damage.
Right, but we need the vulnerable
Shockwave would be pretty
to
big.
do some real damage to them next turn. Like, I think our best spot is...
Oh, this will be on top, sorry.
If the alternative, if we have Ben takes 1 or Surge takes, like, 4 or whatever it is, we should just get Ben to take 1, especially
agree.
because he's got the potion.
Yeah, it's fine. So I think here's what I'll do. I'll just go, I'll use this 2 energy to go donk donk onto this bird.
They're both at 1.
I'm going to cleave these birds.
Okay, all the birds are dead.
And then I
Thank you
use
for saving Surge.
Survivor, discarding Parasite, so I've got 2 block. The only thing is that next turn, the shelled Parasite will absolutely have to die because I'm going to be vulnerable.
I think that.
Well, doesn't it die anyways from poison next turn?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah,
already guaranteed dead, right? Yeah.
You're right.
I'm going to use my last 2 energy and Shockwave this row.
So they all get weak. And vulnerable.
Yeah, weak and vulnerable. Just like me.
So now they're only hitting for...
You're going to be taking 3.
No, yeah, they'll hit for 1 each.
I'm also going to use my self-forming clay then.
Sure, take 0 damage.
Just take 0 damage.
All right,
not a bad
so
call.
end of turn, I take 1 damage because I'm in Wrath.
I get 1 in, or 1 block.
Shelled Parasite goes to 5.
And now they all get to do their stuff.
Yeah, all right. So the cultists are all going to hit. They're going to hit Wheeler for 3 in total.
I go to 1 block.
And then they all also gain another strength, right?
Yes.
Horrifying.
The shelled parasite is going to hit me for 3, so I'll block 2 of it and go to 6.
All right.
And retain the 2. Oh, right, and I also get vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's everything.
Yeah, it already took poison damage.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah, it's down
so
to
it's
5.
dying next
It's going to
turn.
die. Yeah, so we don't have to even look at me. We can just
Great,
look at
we
the
just
birds.
care about the birds.
Yeah.
And,
Unless I get really unlucky, I should get my Juggernaut. I don't know how much it'll matter now.
You kind of wanted it first.
Oh, you don't have your... Is Literal Booty Bash your last card?
Yep.
Unlucky.
Yep.
All right. I have a Watcher turn.
Okay. Yeah, I've got Bouncing Flask and Neutralize and stuff. Wraith form, definitely.
So
late.
I'm already in Wrath, and one of these
Actually-
is vulnerable. So I could hit one of them for 8. Oh, we don't have to
Cool.
roll anymore, because...
No, we still always have to roll for.
Because we got...
Oh, for those
shell
numbers.
effects.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm in Wrath. They take double damage from an attack, and I have a Tantrum. And I could use Akabeko. I could just delete one of them for... I think that's how that works. So +1. So it would be, 6 damage. Yes, 6 damage plus vulnerable would be 12. So I can use 1 attack and just delete one of them.
Cool. You should do it on the. I mean, they're all the same.
Does that math make sense? Right? Because I have... This is 1/1, then it becomes 2/2. Akabeko, gain 1 attack, gain +1 strength for 1 attack.
So it's 3/3.
3/3, and then you double the attack for vulnerable, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, DM, I do that.
Cool. All right.
I'm gonna delete the middle one.
Great. This cult is dead.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna spend an energy to sacrifice tranquility to put myself into calm. Then I'm going to empty mind to leave calm, to go into neutral, to gain 2 energy, to draw 2 cards.
Oh, hi, EK.
Do you need me to keep hitting things here. I could tantrum again to draw probably just a strike. No, it'd be, I think I have 2 copies of Cut Through Fate. So I could do, I don't want to hit first. If you use your bash first, you could do 4 damage, and then I would do 4 damage, and I draw this, and this would be another 3 or something. That kills another one. Wait, so 4, 4, 3 would kill that one.
Yeah, I mean, I can bash and defend plus with my block and not take anything this turn, as long as we kill another cultist.
Yeah, well, so I've got Bouncing Flask, which is just a free 3 damage into it that doesn't actually that doesn't take up anybody's vulnerability hit, which is nice.
Can we kill them this turn?
I think so.
Hold on. So bash is 4 damage, and it leaves vulnerable on it.
Yep.
That puts it to 5. Then I tantrum, which is going to be another 4 damage, puts it to 1, and then I draw a strike. And then I could either use that strike, or I could block so I don't take any damage from Wrath, or we could full block so that we just kill it the turn after.
Do you have the energy to? Oh yeah, you have 1 more energy, so we can. If bash, tantrum, strike kills one of them, and then if Ben.
I have the power to do. I mean, if a vulnerability is on there, still it's 5, 6.
So we're 1 short.
Then let's just focus on killing 1 and blocking. And we've got neutralize to
You
make
can do
it easier
6.
I can use 6.
How much does your tantrum do without me bashing?
too. It depends. Oh, actually, I would be
you
drawing.
know
Sorry,
the
I'd be drawing tantrum again.
Okay.
So I'm in neutral. I cast tantrum. Without vulnerable, it only does 2 the first time.
Okay.
Because I'm currently in calm. The second time I could do 4.
You're in neutral right now.
I'm in neutral, but
you're in
I'm going to
neutral.
draw it off of Rushdown.
Right. So it takes 4 because of this. And then when you're in rage, will it take another 4? Like rage
Yeah.
gives you plus strength, so that's 8.
So yeah, if you bash, and then I tantrum the first time for 4, the second time I draw it, I'll be in Wrath. I could do 8 to this.
I don't need to bash. You tantrum, it does 4 down to 5. You redraw tantrum. You tantrum again, it goes to 1. I juggernaut. I defend, deal 1 damage to this, it dies. Ben puts 6 on this, it goes to 1. I defend, I go to my end step, I get an energy and we kill it.
I like that.
I think I still take a damage though. I think there. Hold on. One more potential line.
Okay.
One more potential line. So, I deal 4, and then I draw this. I do 4.
Yeah, it goes to 1.
It goes to 1. You bash this one.
Yeah.
It goes from 4 down to. Sorry, it goes from 7 down to 3, but it still has vulnerable on it.
Yeah, and then it
we
dies
can
with
kill it.
Ben's stuff.
And then Ben can kill it on that side. If we can kill it before we go to end step, I don't take a damage.
But the battle, I guess because it's end of turn. you
Yeah,
would
end of
still
turn,
take
it's the
one?
same one at that point there too, right? So
Okay.
if there's poison happens before end of turn?
It is at end of turn. I mean, there's a breakdown of.
Yeah.
But it's like, it is just end of turn effects.
Because it'd be cool to not take a damage ending my turn in Wrath. So hold on, my brain. So 4 plus 4 is 8, it goes to 1. That's my whole turn. I end a turn in Wrath, it's at 1. Wheeler hits this for 4. It goes from 7 down to 3. So we have 1 and we have 3.
I think we should just play it out and see what happens.
1 and 3.
I mean, if you're worried about not taking damage, we can kill 1 and I can set up enough block this
That's
turn
what
to
I'm,
not
yeah.
take damage.
I think blocking without damage. We can't guarantee the kill, and I think the math is there. Not taking damage is better than
So
taking damage.
every single one we've talked about has started with you starting with your tantrum, right?
Yeah, we don't have to.
No. I think, go for that.
Well, no, I don't want to end the turn in Wrath. So if I open with the damage, we either need to kill this turn, or I don't want to open with the damage, because if we don't end, I'm guaranteed to take a damage.
Okay.
And if we can, I think it's more valuable to end this fight without taking damage.
And Ben, you can do 6 damage.
So I can put this bouncing flask in any sort of increments across the thing, and then I've got a 1 hit that could be a 2 hit or whatever.
Okay.
And
Surge goes into calm. I Juggernaut. I defend plus. We kill this one. I get 1 at end of turn. This does no damage to me. This one dies. This dies. We go to the next one. Surge is in calm. Nobody takes damage.
Yeah, we
Then
just
we just
chill.
kill this next
Yeah,
one.
I can also just tantrum block too if you want damage or no.
No. Let's just do. Let's.
okay, so
We
safe
are.
mode? All right.
Yes, we are guaranteed
Okay.
to kill it next round, and this
Sick.
way we take 0 damage.
All right, I'm in calm.
so what are we doing here?
Okay, so I'm going to Juggernaut.
All right, so you've got a power online.
So whenever I gain block, I deal 1 damage. I need Ben to point all the damage at this thing.
The cultist.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's also, chat makes a very good point. We're going to end step anyways, because that's when the parasite dies. No matter what we would have been.
Oh,
going to do
sure.
instead.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then this way just
Yeah.
saves us.
Sick.
Cool. Okay, so what am I doing here?
Poison bird, please.
Okay, so I will bouncing flask, which will take me down to 1. It's got 3 poison on it.
And hit poisoned bird, please.
Okay, I will neutralize it, which actually takes 2,
So it goes to
5, and then I can strike it for 1, taking it to 4.
Yep.
I am going to then defend plus 2, so I gain 2 block and deal 1 damage to the bird.
It's at 3.
So it goes to 3.
Great.
Going to end of turn, I gain 1 block. Poison is checked, kills avocado, kills this
And
cultist.
you should be able to put 1 damage on that as well from your Juggernaut.
No, I need to. Oh,
It has
yes,
3
because
poison, yeah.
Yeah,
I will
it-
put 1 damage onto this thing,
There you go.
and then it tries to hit me. Well, it does hit me for 3, but I have a bunch of block, so I take nothing.
Caca! Sick!
All right,
Let's
okay.
go!
Yeah, good call. All right, cool. So the bird is going to hit you for 3.
Okay.
Cool.
And it still has vulnerable too. Sick.
Yeah. I'm also still vulnerable. All right, so I got these 2.
I have drawn my body slam.
Great.
It was the
Proud of you.
actual less card.
Same
Yeah,
as
Drew-
it ever was.
I drew tantrum.
Your
Okay.
3 big beefy arms aren't going to help you, cultist.
Who wants to kill the cultist?
Take it away, boys.
Roll that die.
Oh, that's true. 5.
It's going to take double damage from the next one.
From the next
and
hit.
it's at 7.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got lethal.
All right, step aside. I'm
All
going to
right,
show
let's
you
see it,
how.
buddy. Let's see it, buddy.
I'm going to shrug off.
Actually, here's a question. Does
Yeah, it does.
that works for vulnerable as well in this game?
Yeah.
So does poison work with vulnerable too then?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Oh, maybe it doesn't.
That's what I mean, because it's not an attack, so I don't know if it takes
that's a
double
very good
damage
point,
off
yeah.
of.
Oh, if it took double. Okay, well.
I
That's
don't
what
know. Let's find out. That's a very good point because yeah.
So if you
it's-
build up your, you might get double damage off of your butt punch though, right? If you get 2, 3, then you hit for 6. So I don't think vulnerable works with Juggernaut.
it does not. It only counts specifically like the little sword icon for
yeah,
being
great.
hit.
So then yeah, you got this. Let's see it, Wheeler.
I'm going to shrug it off
Yeah.
and gain 2 armor and draw a card, put 1 damage on the cultist.
yeah.
I am going to defend. I am going to use 1 energy to gain 1 armor and
Boink.
put 1 damage on the cultist.
He's doing it.
I'm going to defend. I'm going to use 1 energy, gain 1 armor,
Boink.
do 1 damage to the
In
cultist.
response.
Then I'm going to body slam for 4 damage,
That
which
takes
is doubled,
8.
so it takes 8.
We win.
Good fight, everybody. So in conclusion, I took a damage. You took 1 damage.
took
but
1
you'll heal
damage.
it back.
I'm healing it
Ben
right
took a bit.
now.
That
I
was.
took 3.
I mean, that's Act 2, baby. That's Act 2. Am I right?
All right. Okay, let's grab our stuff. So, Wheeler, you're gonna get $2 dues
Wow.
Sick.
and a card draft.
Can I get a 5?
Sure. Oh, maybe we're starting to run out of coins.
Yeah, we got to spend our money, boys.
Yeah, we're on our way. We got one more fight.
I get 2 cards.
Well, you get
I get
one
a card.
draft.
Yep. War Cry, Twin Strike, and Flame
Ooh,
Barrier.
Flame
classic
barrier
flame
for the
barrier.
butt fight.
I do love Flame Barrier.
What does it do? Anything different in this one or no?
3 armor, deal 1 damage to all enemies that intend to attack me for each sword in their next action.
Sick.
Oh.
And then It turns to 4 armor. I kind of want that flame barrier.
That's very cool.
So that's separate instances of sword as opposed to
Yeah,
numbers.
so
like these double
like
attacks.
the bird here that attack,
Too.
right? Yeah.
I'm taking flame barrier.
Sick.
All right.
Ben?
I'm gonna get a potion. I got an ancient potion.
You get no money, but you get potion and card reward.
Yeah, I'm okay
Interesting.
with that, honestly. Which is remove all vulnerability and weak from my character.
Oh, it's past tense.
Yeah.
Interesting. You use it reactively, not proactively.
Yeah, which I think is very cool. And then I get to do a draft. We've got a finisher, 1 damage for each other attack, including shivs. Ooh, a piercing whale.
Huge.
Which
It's
is
different.
It is. It's give something. I get block, and I give something.
I think that's
give,
all.
give everything. Yeah, weak.
Well,
Huge.
everything in a line. Yeah.
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 No damage though.
What is it upgraded
1 poison
to?
for 1 energy. Yeah, what's the flippity? It doesn't exhaust compared to a lot of the other poison
It's
cards.
a,
It's free.
it's a poison for free.
That's kind of cool. Because yeah, your poison stab is exhaust, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the whale's the correct pick, but
I-
you do whatever you're.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
3
piercing
block
whale
on the
turns into
backside? Oh my
3
God.
block and a.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
that's
yeah,
incredible.
I mean,
Yeah, okay, I'm grabbing the whale.
I think we have a pretty good setup so far of
I
just
do
like
too.
preventing us from taking damage as the poison just chunks the big guy.
I think all I'm gonna want to pick, I'm gonna try and pick from now on is specifically status-related things, so I can poison a bunch of shit and try and debuff to help out everyone, and then you guys are able to put in like the big smacks. So
I'm
I will
hoping,
grab this
speaking of
piercing
2 smacks, I'm hoping for 2 things. I'm hoping for a
Johnny Two
mental
Smacks.
fortress, or there's an attack that I block for the amount of damage I deal. I can't remember what that attack's called. I've got a crescendo, I got a protect, and I got a pray.
What's Prey do in this one?
So pray, I get 1 more point of divinity. No, it's not divinity. It's called a miracle, which is the consumable one. Draw 2 cards, but you cannot draw additional cards this turn. I think I don't know if I need another way into Wrath.
You can just pass.
I mean, the protect is kind of nice because it's got retain on it. So there have been situations where you're like, I have no way to block.
It costs 2.
It costs 2.
Does it upgrade to 1?
If it
Probably
upgrades to
not.
1,
And if it upgrades to 1,
No,
no,
it's more block.
2 is
So crescendo is free, which is kind of cool.
yeah.
And it
Like a free way to
retains,
lead
right?
stuff. Oh, cool. Also, enter Wrath and draw a card. I'm going to take crescendo, actually.
We do have some fire campfires. coming
Yeah,
up, so.
it's crescendo's always 0, right?
Nope. Crescendo's 1 and upgrades to 0. The same as
that's
the other one from the.
Tranquility.
Yeah, Tranquility is also 1 and is free on the flip side. They're
And
both
it-
the same version in the board game.
In the board game.
Not the board game, the computer game. Pardon me.
I thought the computer game it retains too.
They do retain, but they're
Yeah.
1 on one side and they're free on the other side, and they both have retain. So they actually buffed Crescendo in the board game compared to the video game.
We haven't seen noxious fumes in this. I don't know. Maybe that'd be
So
that'd be sweet.
so for chat's benefit, we are not playing with all of the cards unlocked.
Yes, that's also a big
Yes.
part of it too.
So-
we actually do get to unlock cards later
Yeah,
on. So
we don't-
it's why it's worth pointing out that I think that no matter what happens here, at some point I think we'll come back to Slay the Spire. I think.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
there are some cards that are missing, and I don't know if that's because they didn't think there was a good version of it in the board game, or we haven't unlocked it. Also, for example, we don't have colorless cards unlocked either.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so are we going left? I mean, we can also go.
I like going left.
yeah,
towards
we can
that
also
shop.
go up and then scoot left for the shop if we want an event.
I think that loses us a wing boot, which I think it would be more valuable for a
Later on?
elite
Sure.
than just a random event, because an event could also just be a hallway fight.
I like to boot for elites or fire.
Sure. Yeah, I agree.
All right, another Act 2 fight. Let's see what happens this time.
Alrighty. Back. into
Come
the
on,
back.
3 avocados.
More birds.
Cool.
More
Did I
birds.
put them on the bottom? I just want to make sure. I did not. Okay, hold on. So yeah, this is that, and then that's that. Okay, great. Okay, new. Ooh.
Sick. I get the
I'm
homie,
so
the
sorry.
homie and the healer, whatever.
Oh.
Oh.
Ah.
Hey, you got the
classic. All right. So I need 2 mystics here.
Oh, you want an armor fight, do you?
Yeah. I'll give you all the armor in the world.
When the mystic in this row dies, gain strength and only take the bottom action. Okay.
And only take the top. Oh. Oh, these are different.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, so this one, it's just swapped. The two things are swapped.
Oh, sure.
'Cause this says only take the bottom action, this says only take the top. Basically, when the Mystic dies, he
Sure.
only attack.
Apparently mine's harder because I have better rewards than you do. Because I got a potion reward and you don't.
Rude.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Can we trade potions?
We can.
Not in fights, but
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Ben, I'm going to ask for you to poison this orb, and then I'm all yours for the
Yeah,
rest of the fight.
I was gonna say. So the orb start of combat gets 10 armor. That's pretty cool. So so the Mystics are starting at 12 and the Centurions are starting at 15.
Cool.
Oh yeah, the poison just kills the orb immediately.
Sure do.
This poison kills the orb.
All right, let's shuffle up. Ooh. I assume this is Ascension 0? Yes, yeah, it's our first time playing. Oh, you got the Juggernaut
I
T1.
got the Juggernaut, baby.
Crap. Well, I mean, I'll get strength. Okay.
Come on. Come on.
So many
Come on. Come on.
Okay, I do have the Runic Pyramid, though, that I could use to keep this catalyst for later. But
Seems important.
what a stinky draw. I mean, this turn I do have strength, which is kind of cool, so. All right, and rolling, it's a 4. So my row is going to do 3 damage and give strength to all enemies, axe last.
I got a
and
really easy pattern here.
You've got the,
Taking 2 and getting weakened.
yeah.
Who wants chip damage? I can put I have 2 instances of 1 damage.
Yeah, I've got the Centurion. So I would say that based on the information of what's going on, we need to kill my Centurion first.
Okay.
Because based on this, he's going to get the strength, and everyone else is just kind of
Right.
chilling. What's your orb doing?
It's just gonna try to hit me and it won't work.
It's gonna go to 15 block.
Yeah, whatever. That'll poison it eventually.
Yeah, we'll get there. I'll do whatever, and then I'll probably Runic Pyramid, just hang on to this catalyst and get it there. Okay, so yeah, what are we doing? Can we kill the Centurion?
I'm going to Juggernaut.
I have
Yep.
I have 0 block right now, which is a little bit awkward.
So you've got 2 damage and a weak coming into you.
Yeah.
I've got 3 damage.
I kind of feel like I need to inner peace empty mind just to start neutral and see what I'm cooking with here, because it lets me draw 2 cards for 0 energy. Basically cycle 2 cards, which is always kind of cool.
If I would like to take no damage, I could just guard for 3 and take
0 damage.
and do 2 damage to the Centurion.
You have no block, but oh wait, no, we need to kill Ben Centurion.
Yeah, mine
That's what we need to
specifically.
do.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't like going tranquil and then drawing cards.
Let me see what happens here. All right, I'm going to inner peace empty mind. I stay at 3 energy. I draw 2 new cards.
I mean, that's block.
I have 1 block. I could cut through fate just to see if I get another block.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've got... Yeah.
Kind of
Stuff.
an odd draw if I'm trying to not just kill.
Yeah.
But I need to come out of this with block.
I mean, okay. Oh, I guess you Juggernaut. I was like, I'm looking at that shockwave, and I was like, oh.
I mean,
No. I think
I think setting up Juggernaut just
way
means
better.
that we can like end the fight in 2 more turns, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe this is just a setup turn for
Yep.
everyone. So
All right, I'm going to cut through fate, your dude. So I'm going to go to 2 energy. Mark 1 damage on it, please.
onto
Your dude,
Yeah.
yep.
1 damage.
Okay, I drew Vigilance. I'm going to play Vigilance to enter Calm. That's the 2 block that I need. And then I'm actually going to use my Miracle to put Rushdown into play. And I think that's an excellent setup turn for Surge.
Sure. Yeah. I'm just going to strike, which deals 2 damage to this guy because I've got strength this turn. So he goes down from 14 to 12. And then I just go survivor, defend, so I have 3 block.
I am going to defend to go up to 1 block. I'm going to deal 1 damage to this. And then once we go to end of turn, I'm going to gain an additional block, and I'm going to do another 1 damage to this.
I'm using my runic pyramid to just retain this catalyst.
Sick.
We'll see. Hopefully I get it here.
All right, I've got damage.
Okay, well first, yeah, so we've got the Spirit Guardian. He's going to come through and deal 2 damage and go up to...
15 block.
no, he goes to 5 block. Or no, this enemy doesn't lose block during its turn.
I go to 0 block.
Okay, so he's got 15 block. Centurion hits me for 3. I block it all, and then the Mystic gives him to all enemies.
Imagine it would be that row. I can't imagine it would be. I mean, typically it's just the row, so it would buff itself and its homie, is my guess.
All right.
I mean, we could find out if it does all of them. That's a little counterintuitive because it seems to be pretty row-based, right?
Yeah. And then...
Down below.
Yes, you are...
This one's going to block the Mystic.
Yeah, for 3.
And then the Mystic is going to hit Surge for 2 and give me a week.
Yeah. 1 week. There you go. So, 3 to you. Okay.
So weak is -1 to your first attack, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's draw it.
Ooh, a cleave.
Oh, you missed on the poison! Brutal.
But that's the redraw, right?
Discard your
Yeah,
whole
but you have
hand.
to discard the
though.
hand, so you'd have to get rid of the
I mean, I
catalyst.
could get... If I get the poison flask, it's still 3 and it dies in
Right.
2 turns or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I can just block.
But, yeah. I
So
mean,
now it does 5 damage forever every turn, is that right?
no, it loops back to the
Okay,
top.
we need to see what's happening here.
Can we get a 1?
Yes!
Okay, so what happens with your thing
The
again?
next attack I play this turn is played twice, and I
Great.
drew my cleave.
All right, yeah, and then I use my Dolly's Mirror to trigger a relic ability on that one. So basically, the next time it's going to happen 3 times.
So Cleave is basically 6 damage AoE here.
This thing's dead, right?
Well, no, it's at 10. It has an HP on that side. It's not at 0.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, this has 15, this
Yeah,
has
dude,
12.
these things
yeah.
are big.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we're technically missing a couple of red squares here. We're missing one for the 5 there, we're missing one for the 10 there, but they have all the HP.
Gross. Whatever.
From what I'm reading, the Mystic all supposedly means all, like everything got strength. Okay.
Hold up. Hold up. Where does it have the Mystic or the FAQ? Doesn't have this here. Is there another bigger one somewhere?
I mean, I guess it would have the explosion symbol if it was just the... Well, no, because that's only for damage. Well, we'll just put these here for now, in case.
Sure.
In which case, yeah, the Mystics are kind of brutal, but nothing's going to happen here. So all enemies are going to heal from this one down here.
Ew.
So with heal and 3, this is going to shield, and this 2 and weak to me. God, I'm drawing so stinky.
I can spread 4 damage. Or I can cleave, which is, well, spreading technically 4 damage.
Found it in the rulebook, all does mean all.
Sick.
Gross.
Getting 2 Centurion Mystics is pretty gnarly.
Don't forget the orb.
Oh yeah, so he's dealing 6?
I mean, I'm blocking 6 this turn if I Ghostly Armor, but I could also
So
give
right below the
somebody else.
AoE rule on abilities and keywords on the back. Okay.
I usually read the inside of my book for the information, not the back of my book.
All enemies. The effects targets all enemy in every row and always includes the boss. Yeesh. All right, well that makes this significantly more sucky. So we rolled a 1. So Surge is taking 1, and then this Mystic's going to heal everybody. So it's going to get rid of the chip damage. So we need to basically finish something off. I have a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Because I have Crescendo, Tranquility, Tantrum with this Rushdown. One of the unfortunate things is that I am weak for this first hit. But I can do 2. So hold on, if I'm here, I can do 2, redraw. No, that would do 0 because I'm in weak. God, I hate Watcher math.
These 2 are.
I before you do anything, I think if we know where we want to point at least 1 damage, I would like to draw a card in case I draw my booty bash. Because
I guess we weren't actually supposed to go for my Centurion. We were supposed to go for the Mystic. I didn't think that all meant everything.
You typically don't target the Mystic first. That's
Really?
the logic from the computer game, because then this guy goes berserk.
Sure.
Which is like very hard to deal with.
Okay, then I mean, let's just keep going after this guy. Does that track for everyone, or what?
Yeah, I think pivoting now ends up
costing us, because then we time walk ourselves, so we may as well finish it off before it heals.
Yeah, he's healing, so we want to try and kill him.
Yeah.
Like, 10 damage is not impossible, and there's probably some line where I have 10 damage. It's hard to do, because I'm about to lose everything.
Yeah, I just drew so stinky.
If I do Crescendo Tantrum, I do 2. I need like a calculator for my turns here.
You have a phone?
2, 4.
I have 4 plus a defend, I guess.
All right, what arithmetic are you trying to do?
So the problem is I have this weak. So if I open with Tantrum, it's 1 energy, I lose all my damage. If I open with Crescendo, I do a draw trigger, but then Tantrum is in on top of my deck. So if I go Tantrum, Tantrum shuffles back on top, I go Tranquility, Crescendo, I redraw Tantrum, weak is gone, I'm in Wrath, and I have Tantrum in hand, which is hitting for 4 or 6 if I use my Akabeko. But I don't know if there's a better way to do that. But if I do that, then I've got really good open math. But I'm taking 4 damage down here, which is also a huge problem. So I not only need to help Ben kill his row, but also block my row for 4. I don't block so good.
I've got 4 damage in total. So if someone's able to do 6 to the Centurion, that's all that needs to happen.
To this one?
Yeah.
I mean,
we
I
can kill
easy
that.
have 6.
We can
Yeah.
kill
that.
Well, if Wheeler opens with triple Crescendo, that's 6 on both of these, which is EZ, PZ, and then I've basically already got it dead.
Triple Crescendo.
Oh, triple cleave.
Cleave, not Crescendo. Yeah. Because you have 2 charges on your Necronomicon, right?
Yes.
What does your thing do? Trigger?
It triggers the effect.
Okay, so yeah, I can cleave.
Which is 6 damage on both of these, and
Yeah.
then my 4 damage. Yeah, I have 4 damage killing Centurion right away.
Okay, so we're cleaving my row?
Yes.
Okay, so cleave, that's 1 energy from you, which will deal 6 damage in total to this row. So the Mystic will go to 6, the Centurion will go to 4.
Okay. So then Surge, I'm in Calm. I'm going to go to 1 energy. I'm going to play Tantrum. It's going to go on top of my draw pile. I'm going to go do 0 damage because it's -1 for both attacks. Get rid of this weak. Go to Wrath. Gain 2. Redraw Tantrum. Draw 1 more card. And draw Vigilance. Ooh, that's big, actually. So now the next time I play Tantrum,
What do you at energy-wise?
I was at 4. Now I'm at 3.
Okay.
Now, when I play Tantrum, it's 2 damage plus Wrath is 4 damage. I kill the Centurion.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna pay 2. I could just Vigilance, Defend. I'm at 3, or is that bad? Do I just try and kill your Mystic? Can you block for me? Wait, you're taking...
I'm taking damage.
Oh,
I'm
are
taking
you?
6.
Whoa, really? I thought you had
didn't-
all this block.
I did until I had to cleave. I think it was correct for me to shrug it off first because I think Booty Bounce does the same thing as Cleave would because we're not killing the Mystic and it's getting healed.
No, I might be able to kill the Mystic, too.
Then I'm going to start with a shrug it
Yeah,
off.
shrug it right now.
I gain 2 block and I draw.
You
Do you
deal 1 damage where? Onto...
Onto the Mystic.
Okay.
If you put 1 more damage onto the Mystic, because it's at 5, I have 4 damage. Do I have 4 damage?
I have a blade dance that I can just throw.
I have 2 more points of damage that I can throw.
Okay, because I can Vigilance Crescendo, redraw Tantrum, that's 4 damage. So if you put 1 damage onto that Mystic, that's dead too.
I'm going to Ghostly Armor going up to 4 block, and I'm going to put 1 more damage on
Okay.
this.
At 4.
So then Surge, I'm going to play Vigilance. I'm going to lose 2 energy. I'm going to gain 2 block. I'm going to go to Calm. I'm going to pay my free Crescendo, putting it into Exile, into Exhaust, pardon me. Did I use my Akabeko? I didn't. That's kind of spicy. 0 is going to give me 2 energy. I'm going to enter Wrath. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Tantrum is going to do 4 damage to the Mystic there.
Oh, hey.
What's up?
It's Rushdown is only the first time you enter Wrath each turn.
I'm playing it like it's a board game.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
That's okay. We could just do it now going forward.
sure, instead of trying to figure out a backup.
That's a huge.
That is a different version of the card.
Yeah.
Hey, that's something we warned ourselves about the first time, right? Yeah, I can't
That's
do
okay.
that multiple
We're coming
times.
back after a week.
Yeah. Thank you, because I was like, I could try and back it up. But right, so that's on top. I have done 4 damage. That's dead. I have 2 energy. I'm currently in Wrath. I'm taking 4 damage. I'd like to not take 4 damage.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think you're at a point now where you can just block. What I was gonna actually suggest now, because we don't really want to do any damage to anything, because it's just gonna get healed by 3 for the Mystic, is I could calculated gamble, discard, draw 4 cards, and hopefully I get the Piercing Whale, and I could throw that like down.
Yeah,
here
or even a
something.
poison card to start stacking there.
just
Toss it.
anything. Yeah. Okay, so I still have all 3 of my energy, so I'm gonna discard, draw. This doesn't get exhausting anymore, which is
Hell
tight.
yeah.
So 4. All right, I got Bouncing Flask.
Sick. That kills that in 2 turns.
Yeah, do we just want me to throw the flask at it?
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Might as well do it now.
So that goes to 1, Bouncing Flask that, so it gets 3 poison.
Have you drawn Neutralize yet?
Oh, the...
Your
no.
free weekend?
No, I have not.
How many cards left in your deck?
5.
Okay, so it's like a 60% chance to hit that. That's not, I don't know.
I mean, nothing else is happening here.
On your turn?
Literally anything else. So I will
Sure.
Acrobatics. Drawing 3 and discarding 1. There it is.
Nice.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I will neutralize the...
So if you neutralize Centurion,
Right,
put
he's
a-
the one who's attacking? Yeah.
then I take no damage.
Oh, take. There you go.
Because then I can either end in Tranquility. I'm going to use Tranquility, go to Calm. That puts me to 1 block, or 1 energy rather. And then I'm going to play a Defend, and that puts me to 3 block. And then I take nothing this turn.
Okay, we go to end of turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to gain a block and deal 1 damage to,
Doesn't matter.
It's gonna re-heal.
Gonna heal up anyway.
and I'll deal 1 damage to Surge.
No!
The Sphere Guardian takes 3.
Yeah.
So it goes to 2. So that'll just die next step. Why does... Oh, God, I'm seeing the little ball and it looked like a Snecko eye.
So what's the order here? What goes first, enemy action or poison? Because
It's on the end of our turn the poison happens, so it just...
so then it's going to heal back to full when the Mystic heals?
Yeah. It's
Whatever,
fine.
yeah.
You might draw your doubler.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Right. I guess so. It's at 2. Sphere Guardian throws 6 at Wheeler.
I go to 9.
That's going to go back up to there. Then Centurion goes. It's going to attack for 3 because it's got that.
I go to 0 block
Loses
because I had
its
3
weak.
block. Yeah.
And then Mystic is going to heal everything for 3.
Sick.
Okay. Making progress. It always feels like, oh God, it's Jover. And then it's like we're
Why am
starting
I,
to kind of
why
get
am I
it.
shuffling? What am I doing?
Oh, there we go. I got Poison Strike. So I'll just be able to... So Spirit Guardian's going to die.
Okay, great. I have a lot of damage that I can throw.
All right, so
Right,
this
and the
block should
Mystic's
fall
block
off.
is
Yeah.
gone, Yep. Thank
All right.
you.
Let's roll a number.
4.
So it's going to block and it's going to attack me. There you go.
Okay, I'm just trying to think of like, How greedy do we get? Where do I even need to put more poison on the sphere, and we just try and see if we can get 2 turns without it doing a heal?
I think you're fine just to kill this. I think even if it heals, we don't care, unless it's gonna hurt Wheeler. If Wheeler would take damage, well, it's only hitting for 2 this turn, so
Yeah,
Wheeler,
2.
there's probably no world.
I can
which
deal
would-
12 damage and not take anything.
Sick.
Yeah. So I can poison something for 6 if we would like.
I got Watcher things. I have no idea how much damage I have on
Tell you,
access to.
why don't we just focus on these guys and let's say, okay, so what's happening? So he's going to get block and she's going to.
I mean, we could nuke the Mystic.
Yeah, I'd say.
Because if Wheeler's got 12 damage, the Mystic is just dead.
Well, we can kill the Mystic and the Centurion, and then I think, like, I can tank this
Yeah, we just
attack
ignore that,
for
right?
the next 2
I
turns.
do think though, if we kill the Mystic, he is instead swapping to.
Yeah, but I think there's 2 turns where it doesn't attack me. It doesn't attack me this turn, and it dies next turn.
No, it's attacking you this turn. If we kill this before, it just turns into the top thing, I believe.
It's interesting.
When the Mystic in this row dies, get a strength and only take the top action.
Sure, interesting. That's also a divergence from the video game,
So
because
how
normally
much-
you don't change your action halfway through a turn.
Sure.
The game is pretty good about
That's
that.
at 12.
It is at 12.
Yeah, we're missing a red thingy.
Can you 2 kill the Centurion?
I can put 6 on it. So it's at 15, I can take it to 9, and
I'm the Watcher.
here's what let's do.
How about I open up? How about I open up on
Sure.
this Centurion and see what happens?
You got it.
Because the chances of me taking damage are pretty low this turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to start by entering Wrath and casting Tantrum, doing 2 damage to the Centurion.
13.
I go down to 2. I have used Rushdown for the turn. I'm going to gain 2 energy because I'm leaving Calm. I'm going to draw Tantrum.
That's
draw
true.
One
It
other
does depend
card.
on the action. Any slime that splits will change when you trigger the split in the game.
I mean, again, that's the video game.
Yeah.
So normally the game is very good at communicating what happens and not changing it halfway through.
I would like to make a recommendation.
Yeah.
Let's never talk about the video game
Yeah. All
for
right.
a year,
Great.
because it's only going to cause us more grief.
Okay, so you've done 2 damage.
Sorry.
Yeah, we interrupted you in
I got
watching
psychic
that.
damage for
I'm
a second
sorry.
there.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm going to use my Akabako once per turn,
Yep.
and I'm going to put 6 damage on the Centurion.
Okay, so it goes from 13 to 7.
Then I'm going to cut through Fate.
If you would like, at this point, I can finish the Centurion.
Then this fight is over.
So
Because Wheeler's got 12 damage to the Mystic.
yeah.
Well, actually, no, you don't have to finish the Centurion. You might be able to kill this.
Oh, that's
So let's
right.
see how much damage I have, because we might be able to end the fight this turn.
Fair enough.
I'm going to cut through Fate to do 2 damage to it. I'm going to redraw Tantrum.
Okay. Goes to 5.
I'm going to hit it for 4 with Tantrum.
Goes to 1.
I'm going to hit it for 2. Well, actually, hold on. I'm going to leave it at 1 because I might not want to end the turn in Wrath. So I'm
Sure.
going to pause there. Actually, Wheeler can kill it with, if you're doing butt stuff, your Juggernaut can point damage, right?
It can, but the number that I quoted involves all of my butt stuff.
You start doing your math. We'll leave it there, and I've got 1 energy and 3 damage ready. I've
Okay,
got
so
1
you can-
energy and 3
Can
damage.
you go into calm?
I can.
Okay, and how much does your poison cost?
I have it's all ones.
Okay, so if Ben puts 1 damage onto this, and then doubles this poison, we end this fight, and
Great.
we don't take any damage.
DM, I do that. 1 damage, Centurion's dead.
Okay, so Centurion dies.
I poison stab the Spirit Guardian. Sorry. Thank you. So I'm down to 1. Actually, here, I mean, let's do it this way. I Catalyst the Guardian, so it's at 6.
Haha.
And then I'm just going to, for funsies, poison stab the Mystic. So
I hate that
gets,
Mystic.
It gets 1, and now it's got 2 poison on it.
So now it's at 11 health.
Yeah.
I'm going to defend for 1 energy.
It's at 10.
I get 1 block, deal 1 to that. I'm going to self-forming clay to get 3 energy once per turn, so I go up to 4, deal
Because you
1
took
damage.
damage last turn, right?
Yes.
Or 3 block, yeah.
Deal 1 damage to that.
No, sorry, that puts it 2-9.
Okay, 9.
I'm going to defend plus to go up to 6 and go to 1 energy, deal 1 damage to that. I'm going to go to 0 energy, and I'm going to True Grit, exhausting the strike to get 1 more block, deal 1
7.
damage to that. I'm then going to Body Slam it for 7.
Yo, let's go. All right. And then I will Inner Peace as my last energy to put myself into Calm so that when poison goes, I don't
And a
take damage
turn,
from Wrath.
when the card's like, I'm so blocked. And
Yeah.
dies.
Yeah, I died with 20 block on me. Haha.
I go back to 10 after the turn.
Sick.
Hey,
Good
they're
fight, everybody.
Just like you wrote it up.
Yep. I may have played this game once
Yeah.
or twice.
Sorry, the board game? The only game that exists?
The only game that
Yeah,
exists.
the only
yeah.
game that exists.
All right, let's do some rewards.
All right, Wheeler, you got the Spirit Guardian. You get a gold and a card.
Oh,
pick.
good.
Yeah. I don't know why. Inexplicably, you just also get a potion.
I have Inflame,
Okay.
Oh, strength.
Clothesline, and Rupture.
Ooh.
Oh, Rupture is a skill instead of a power.
I kind of want to just pass.
Yeah.
That's valid.
They all kind
All
of
these
seem
really
stinky for you.
do. Rupture plus is 0.
They don't really synergize with what you're currently doing.
Inflame plus is 1. Yeah, I'm just going to pass.
Sick.
Okay.
You get your gold already?
Yep.
Nice.
I will also get a gold.
Yep.
Wait, did I not get a gold last time?
You did not. Well, you didn't get a gold last time. It didn't. You
Oh, I did.
specifically.
Oh,
your
right,
reward-
right,
That's
right.
what I mean.
Yeah.
I
And
was
then I
like,
get a card
yes,
pick.
you didn't. That's right.
Correct. We got a dagger spray, we got an all-out attack, and a dagger throw.
You get to choose the card. All-out attack is discard 1 card. Sick.
Discard 1 card, and it's a 2 damage to everything.
Dagger,
okay.
dagger throw is also kind of cool. You don't really have anything that scales off of this currently either.
No, I'm also
Big
in-
skippity?
Yeah.
All right.
Skipper.
So Serge is going to gain 1 gold, 1 potion. I have a skill potion. The next skill you play this turn is played twice.
Gold?
Out of combat, I'm just going to give it to somebody who plays more skills than I play.
Hey, that's me, I guess. Or I guess actually, Body Slam is a skill?
It's an attack.
Body Slam's an attack, but
That
if you
is
want to
true.
give it to
Yeah.
me, that
Yeah,
means
yeah.
I can like double shockwave.
That's
and,
probably
you
good.
know.
I mean, it depends, right? Because it's like...
Double.
Double Catalyst is pretty hot.
Simmering Fury is interesting. So this is a 2 energy power.
Whoa.
Your strikes deal +1 additional damage while you're in Wrath for 2.
Oh.
So I could once again...
It's another big setup one.
Spend more time setting up, or it seems to be very important to not end in Wrath. I could do.
I love Empty
I could take
Fist.
Empty Fist as a
Did you
finisher.
put Rupture on the bottom?
Yeah.
So there's an interesting interaction that Twitch just talked about where Rupture would trigger your clay.
Yeah. I
Which
thought
is-
about that.
yeah.
I don't think it's worth the cost of a
Of a card? Yeah, no, I agree. But that's interesting. What are you thinking? I mean, the Simmering Fury is pretty cool. You're already pretty ham sandwich, although...
The problem with Simmering Fury is it makes my turns where I don't block worse.
We
Like my
really-
biggest issue right now is not damage.
We really need to
right?
get like you an artifact, that gives an energy. All of us, we could.
There's
Yeah.
I'm very curious if the boss pool actually includes energy artifacts
Yeah, I
in
don't
this,
know.
or if
I
they
would
got rid of
assume
them for
so.
balance issues.
Yeah.
So I'm actually gonna skip.
Okay.
I think this is a big old skip
All
right
right,
here.
the
'cause-
triple skippity.
Love it.
That's
Yeah.
all right because we are now getting to take a little break here and go to
the shop. All right, now we've never done a shop on stream.
We have never done a shop on stream. So how this is going to work is, woo, ha ha. So what's going to happen now is we're going to reveal 3 artifacts. We've got
Gain an energy at the start of combat. There's the
and it's
energy,
on
yeah.
sale too. We've got a blood
Oh,
vial.
yes, Paul.
Thank
Start
you.
of combat, heal 1 HP. Actually, kind of huge. Golden Idol, end of combat, gain more money. Now we
Okay.
get 3 pots.
Swift potion. Oh, swift potion, my love. Fire potion.
Big.
Explosive potion. Okay.
Sick.
And then we all also as well are going to put 3 cards from our top. What?
Mental Fortress. Whenever you switch stances, gain a block.
That's pretty good.
So
hey,
I'm gonna
there's
be,
another poison staff.
I'm going to be
for me.
straight spending 3 gold right now because it's an uncommon to put Mental Fortress into my deck.
Setup is 0 cost, give 1 energy to any player.
Whoa. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. What does
Very
this turn into?
interesting.
Give 2 energy.
There's also the,
Another poison
the
stab.
poison
Yeah, so you can buy as much of these as you want. So yeah, so basically how this works now is any ones that you want to buy, commons are 2, 3 for the blues, and 6 if we had drawn a golden ticket. And we can also each do the card removal service once.
Oh, Jesus. So I have 20 gold.
Yeah.
But gold is...
It's shareable.
Yeah, gold is shareable. Also, everything that we have is kind of shareable too, so we want to make sure that we're not stepping on each other's toes for stuff like this. I have 20 gold left after I bought Mental Fortress. Because there's no world in which I'm not... What's the flippity on this? Whenever you switch stances, gain 2 block.
That's pretty huge.
Woo-wee! So the other thing that I want to do pretty desperately here is
Yeah, I don't know what the arrows are for. I could not figure out what the arrows meant anywhere. If somebody in Twitch chat knows.
The arrows are probably just the decoration.
Yeah,
Because the playmat... hypothetically,
in
if
this
there was
game,
a,
if they
if there was a
ran,
video game, that was just the pattern of
Yeah.
the mat underneath it.
Yeah. It's just the design, yeah, I figured. I would like to buy these 2. So I'm gonna just straight up spend 5 of my gold. I think that Setup and Poison Stab are both good cards. So.
The other thing that Serge would like to do, I mean, I might just buy, I might buy myself 2 relics and a defend for 15. I'm thinking of buying Lantern Blood Vial.
I mean, you have the biggest setup turns, it is true,
Yeah.
Do you ever find yourself lacking energy?
at the start of the game.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm also pretty keen on the lantern only because I get 7 cards at the start, but you also draw a ton. So
Yeah. It's only the first fight, the first turn.
The very first turn.
yeah,
Yeah. We got rock paper scissors for it.
I mean you've got the money, Mr. Moneybags.
I do have the money.
You're welcome to.
And
take
I
it
did.
if
I
you'd
did not get a relic for that money, but I'm also happy to be a team player.
No, yeah, I don't quite have. So here's the thing. I'm looking at card removal service, and I'd obviously like to get rid of my parasite, but
That also domes you.
it domes me. But also I have the Duvu doll, right? That gives me like the
Sure.
thing. I don't know if it's worth it to keep.
Yeah, you have a way to like. Yeah, you get value out of it, which is interesting.
What I'm saying is I've taken the most damage. I'm just eyeing the blood vial currently. If you take, you can have the lantern. If I can have the blood vial, is what I'm saying.
Valid. What are you thinking, Wheeler?
I'll buy the golden idol.
Yeah, I mean, you also have big setups turn too, because you have a lot of 2 costs in your deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like the lantern or the idol. I'm fine if either of us take the lantern.
Take the lantern. Take the lantern. I have more energy generation in my deck than you do, because like I can cheat up energy, right?
Yeah.
This is the bank right here. I'm going to spend $4. I'm going to take this golden idol. Ben, you can buy the blood vial.
I appreciate it.
It's unlikely you guys are going to get to another store this act,
Yep.
right?
I mean,
I'm going to remove.
we can. I've got the boots. We can go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm going to remove the defend. I'm down to $13. So and the other thing I'm thinking, I might just buy these 2 damage potions.
Yeah.
I think, somebody needs to buy
Yeah,
these potions.
may I have $1, please? This is also the bank here. So there you go. I've got both of these just to help us get through more elites. I think with these potions, I'm feeling like we can, if we want to, we can be a little greedy.
I'm gonna spend my last 3. I'm gonna do a removal of some sort.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove. I kind of want to remove bash.
What?
Yeah, I don't like bash that much. When I have other weakness generators.
I would remove basic strike before bash.
I only have
strike.
2 left.
But you live your life.
I'm gonna get rid of strike here.
Yeah, the 2 cost is just not. It's
Just
not
hits
really what
so
I want.
hard though.
Yeah, I don't think that's our problem. Like, I think we have a ton of damage. I mean, I also don't know if we have a problem right now.
I mean, my problem was block.
Yes.
But getting Mental Fortress is huge for me, actually.
Cool. All right.
big.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're about to go into the ye old
An elite?
elite fight.
Goodbye, Bash?
Yeah,
Oh, it doesn't
goodbye,
go.
Bash.
That's your starter deck. It doesn't go into that pile.
Oh, where does it just
I'll
goes
just-
into
yeah,
the
it's just gone.
hell zone?
Yeah. Into that.
Bash
yeah.
gone?
All right. Okay. We've got 2 gold left. Does anybody want to buy the Swift potion?
I'm full. You can only have 3, right?
Yeah.
I'll buy the potion.
Sure.
We can trade potions between.
Yeah.
While
hey,
not
'cause
in fights.
You and I are both the digging kind of decks, so I'm cool either way.
Remove all from your character.
I have it's like an artifact.
I mean, if you want this Swift potion,
I'll trade
can
you
have
for
the
the
potion.
for that, yeah, because I'm actually not really doing as many attacks necessarily.
Sure.
So cool.
Right, the like half damage doesn't apply to your poison.
Doesn't apply to poison, yeah.
Is it here all the way up further?
It can go right there, but what we can do too, I like doing this because now we've got the little text there. Yeah, for those wondering, it's got a helpful little icon thing on the back of it, which I think is really neat. All right, y'all ready for elite time?
Born ready.
All right, first elite,
You got that elite fight music, Paul?
Book of Stabbing.
Good book of stabbing or bad book of stabbing?
It's
find out.
It's got both. All right, so we are working with a 90 health Book of Stabbing. Is this like more than the? No, I guess the boss had like 100 and something.
And it just alternates. It deals 2 AoE damage.
And it's gonna get strength every turn.
And what's the bottom line say?
After Book of Stabbing acts, gain a daze, which is the thing that goes right to the top of your draw pile and eats a card if it dealt unblocked damage. So
Yeah, okay.
kinda
So
just
instead
like
of wounds, they got rid of all the different statuses other than burned.
I get to
Wound
heal at
day.
the start of this fight because my blood vial.
This guy seems pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Well, you see, Paul, it's a book of stabbing.
That's what it says on the tin.
Yeah, no. Oh, we got the mental fortress. Oh, that's a huge start.
I feel like that's one of those, it says Book of Stabbing on front. You open it and get stabbed, and people are like, well, what did you expect?
What did you expect? Didn't say the book of not stabbing.
Did we roll the D6?
We did not. The D6.
Can we roll that D6?
It's a 2.
Shoot.
Like a D6. Like a D6.
All right, so it's going to deal 2 damage to everybody and gain a strength.
We still only care about the 1 on the dice.
Yes.
All right.
Sippin' scissor.
So Surge would like to start his turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Surge may begin.
All right. I'm going to play Mental Fortress. I'm at 2 energy. I'm going to enter Calm by playing Tranquility. I gain 1 off of Mental Fortress. I'm going to cast Empty Mind for 1 energy, but I'm leaving Calm, gaining 2 energy, gaining 1 block off of Mental Fortress to draw 2 cards. I have a Crescendo.
Anybody needs
I have
some
a rush
extra
down.
energy.
I'm going to go to 2 energy, and I'm going to play a rush down. I'm going to cut through Fate, hitting the boss for 1 damage. This is my setup turn. For 1 damage, to scry 2. That is exactly what I want. Defend in the graveyard, vigilance into hand. I'm going to use my energy to go to 2, to go to 0, to go to 4, to go to calm, to go to 5. Setup turn complete.
Okay.
I got to play all my powers!
You block him.
And I did 1 damage to the boss. So it should be at 89.
89.
I am also going to set up. I'm going to go down to 2 energy and Juggernaut. Science has yet to figure out a way to properly represent it, but I'm going to do it like this.
Yeah, I was wondering what to do with my powers, and I put them up here by my potions, but it's hard, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to do the hey guys, I'm here. Remember me?
Yeah, I think that works.
I'm going to then use 1 energy and defend, so I get 2 block. I'm going to deal 1 damage to the book.
Nice.
I am then. It's heading for what? Just 1?
2.
2.
It's going to go, it's 2 wonders and then gain strength.
You can just attack. I don't think you want to necessarily waste your ghostly armor on
I'm
this
just
turn.
going to strike.
So hit it for 2.
Hit it for 2. And then I'm going to body slam for another 2.
4. So I'm kind of in an interesting spot where I could use Wraith Form here, which is only going to make me take 1 damage ever.
You think you were going to win the fight within 3 turns?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Can you give yourself an energy with setup or no?
I can to any player. But my other thought is that I could Swift Potion to try and dig. I've got the Catalyst, but I'm thinking what I'm probably just gonna do is do like this. I'm just going to Wraith Form this turn, and then Runic Pyramid these 2, and then draw 3.
How many do you get to keep with
Retain any number of cards this turn.
Sick?
Yeah. So it's not ideal.
So you'll still take 2. You get
I will
2
take 1.
Sorry.
I can't lose more than 1 HP per round.
Per round. Oh, even on multi-attacks.
Even with multi-attacks. Yeah, it's slightly better in tangible.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm still gonna be getting these stabs, which is just kind of annoying, but yeah, I don't know if there's not really a better play. I've only got the one defend, so. So yeah,
Wait, sorry. Ghostly Armor.
It's any player.
No, it's ethereal. So you lose it if you don't play it, not if you do play it. It's opposite of exhaust.
Yeah.
So the damage is the same. The damage is technically one more if you play it, because then your bash hits for 4.
I remove bash.
Not bash. Your
body slam.
Your body slam would hit for 4.
I'm supposed to ghostly armor.
So the damage would be the same. You just have more. Actually, you did do one more point of damage.
Yes.
There we go. Cool. Okay.
That's my bad. Sorry.
So yeah, I'm going to use all my energy to Wraith form for this turn.
Cool.
That's fine. And then I'm going to Runic Pyramid to hang on to these 2 cards.
Sick.
Okay, going to damage. He's going to do bonk bonk to everybody.
I respect that.
I will take 1.
Sorry, I would go. I also go up to 5 block and deal 1 damage.
Oh
for
yes,
my
because of your
core.
dude. Right. Yes. End of turn effects.
Sick.
That's gonna go there. Great. Anything else?
Boss gains 1 strength.
1 strength.
Goes down to there.
So now he's gonna deal 4 to everyone in
right.
1 hit.
Do we get these things?
So if you took any damage,
Oh,
any unblocked damage,
Yes.
which I did,
Oh.
I put there. Okay. God, I wonder, like. Okay, I'd like to first just use this Swift Potion to draw 3 cards.
We're a little off the screen with your.
Well, yeah, I got a lot of cards.
Yeah, I don't know. We might be at a point. Maybe I might need to zoom out a little bit. Everyone's got so much stuff going on these days.
Yeah,
Can we get a roll of the old D6?
that's true.
Oh.
5.
I have 1,000,000 damage. Do you want me just to go first? I feel most of these turns are going to be a little bit selfish, so just like we're just pumping damage and blocking for 4. So I have enough block.
I can take it to 3
3 damage each.
Yes.
Oh.
That changes your math. Mine is not going to be affected by what anybody else does.
Yeah, I'm thinking
So-
the same on my side too. I mean, Wheeler might have block to donate to people, but
I can give somebody 1 block.
if you set up Shockwave, if you don't need to, what are you doing on your turn? Is there a chance to get vulnerable in? Because I could do the Wrath, Tantrum, Akabeko big hit turn for 12, unless you think that's not worth it if you need to use it to block.
Blocks for the poor.
I mean, if I can shockwave, and that means that somebody doesn't need to block, or that I don't need to block for someone, that'd be cool.
I'm not blocking at all. I'm just going to take 1 damage a turn.
The Shockwave block for you?
Shockwave will not block for me, but I can like shockwave and then block 2,
So you'd be taking 1?
or I could use a potion and then double shockwave, and that would really guarantee that you could take, especially if Ben neutralizes.
Do you put double? Well, I mean, it's gonna have like 3 points of weak. I don't even know if we need to potion.
I have a single Bane too if we're doing any, if we need like a big hit, which would be an 8-point hit.
Yeah, my big hit is a 12.
Okay,
With
there we
Tantrum
go.
right now.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
with vulnerable, I'm hitting for 12. But if we get multiple vulnerables, then we could do a 12 and an 8. That's 20. That's a lot of damage. What do you think, team?
I'm going to do my thing because it doesn't affect anybody, I think, really.
Again, unless the Bane.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem. Because we have vulnerable, it's they're not quite as isolated as they otherwise could be. So we just have to decide if we want to do that or not. I'm fine to not. If you want to just
I'm
block.
fine shockwaving and then blocking. That's okay. Like if I shockwave block for me, I'm not taking any damage here, and this gets 1 week on it. And then if Ben uses the neutralize,
It'll have 2 weeks.
It'll have 2 weeks, so it's only dealing 2. So I'm not taking. And then if we all
No.
need to-
Weak is 1 attack. It doesn't do -2. One instance of weak would remove it by 1, and then the next would remove it by 1. So yeah, it doesn't stack like block stacks.
Doesn't matter to me. I'm only ever taking 1. I'm just going to take 1 a
All
turn.
right, you're a wraith.
I'm not even going to block for any of this fight, I don't think. Because it's really annoying because it doesn't, I can't be like, I can't be in Wraith form and put like a single block in and that protects me. It's like, it doesn't quite work that way.
It's fixed intangible.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine taking one.
You want
I
to do
can
that?
take one here. Yeah, I'll shockwave.
Okay.
Okay, so
Unless, well, I don't need to shockwave just yet. If you have a very specific attack that you
No.
wanna hit.
So if you shockwave, I'll crescendo. Actually, hold on. Let me tantrum first.
Yes.
So I'll tantrum.
okay.
That's
so
going to give me 1 block. It's going to give me 2 energy. It's going to put me into wrath.
And
I'm
it's
going to
how
draw a
much?
tantrum.
how much damage?
2 damage right now.
Okay.
Now shockwave.
I'm going to shockwave.
All right. The second card I draw is a cut through fate. I'm going to use Akabeko. I'm in wrath. Akabeko. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doubled is 12 damage. Tantrum.
68.
I'm going to go into,
So now it no longer has this.
and I've already rushed down once. Then I'm going to spend 1 energy to go into calm with inner peace. I'm going to gain a block. I'm going to use crescendo to go into wrath. I don't draw off that.
Remember, no more rush down.
Yes.
So-
Yes. I'm going to go into wrath. 2 energy. Boop, boop. I'm going to cast cut through fate to do 2 damage to it. I get to scry 2. I'm going to put one of these in the graveyard. I'm going to draw tantrum. Tantrum is going to hit for 4. Let's do 4 damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play 2 more damage to it to cast my other cut through fate, which is supposed to be in my graveyard now. Scry 2. Ooh, I missed my way out of wrath, but that's okay.
I can give you an energy.
No, that's fine. Actually, I could maybe just hit. Nice, I found my way out of wrath.
Great. There you go.
I'm going to cast Empty Mind to get another energy and draw 2 cards. 1. So I'm at 4 block, and I'm in neutral stance. Gotta love the Watcher.
I'm going to True Grit and exhaust this strike
Okay.
to give me 1 block and deal 1 damage to it. So just a 59.
Okay. And then I'm the only one who still has to go. Cool. So I will neutralize it.
The second block, or second
Weak.
Yep.
And then I'm going to do a poison stab for my first energy.
So I'll watch the damage here. All right, 7. We'll grab the D6. We'll need the bigger one. Nice. All right,
So
2 poison marked.
Yeah, and then I will do another one and poison stab it. So it'll go to 3, and then I will catalyst it, so it goes to 9.
Nice.
Does anybody want like an extra? Oh, right, I need it here. I will use my setup now, and then I will bait it for 4 damage.
Sick. Sick. Good turn. Big turn.
All right.
End of turn, I gain 1 block and deal 1 damage.
Oh, right. Sorry.
All right, it is at 51.
It's gone. Catalyst is exhausted. There we go. Okay. End of turn. Yeah, it takes 9. So it's going to go to. It's at 51 right now, so that brings it to 42. Yeah.
51 minus 9 is 42. Yes.
Great. Okay, and now it's going to do 4 damage or 3 damage to everyone and gain a strength.
Another strength. All right.
I got a 9.
It's scaling.
I only take 1.
All right.
Oh,
Now
yes.
it's going to hit for 3 and 3. No, 2 and 2 because of the weak.
Yeah.
Oh, that should be a daze, not a burn, but it's a
there's
the
the
purple
daze.
status effect. Yeah.
Yoink.
Because it goes on these ones go into your discard. These ones go onto the
Right.
top. That's kind of the big thing. Could bring it to 11 poison.
So I need to block for 4. Getting a little bit harder. My deck is down to 10 cards. All right, 3 energy, 0 block. God, this mental fortress is so huge for me.
So I have the ability to. I could like bouncing flask, piercing whale.
Do
This
we
turn.
roll?
Oh yeah, roll.
Yeah. That's huge.
Come on, 1. Nope.
I'm going to shrug it off. I gain 2 block and I draw a card.
Deal 1 damage
I
to
do
it.
1 damage.
41.
I'm going to defend. I'm
40.
going to gain 1 block and deal 1 damage.
Yep.
I'm going to defend. I'm going to gain 1 block and deal 1 damage.
39. You want to do your turn before I do Watcher stuff?
Well, let me know because I can give you a. Oh no, it's just weak. For some reason, I thought it was a Vuln in there. I don't think there's any reason for me to acrobatics.
Just gonna like bouncing flask, blade dance it.
No, I think I was just gonna bouncing flask whale. Like if I just guarantee that we're always having weak on it, I think is helpful. I don't know. Or do we just want to push some damage in?
It's at 39.
39. I'm going to bring it to 11 poison.
Yeah, as you mentioned before, I don't think the other weak does anything. I think it dies next turn.
This is the last time it attacks
Yeah,
us.
I think
You
just
think
push
so?
damage.
Yeah? Okay. All right. So I will bouncing flask. So 9. It goes to. Sorry, not 9. It goes to 12.
Yep.
Poison. 12 poison, and then I'll blade dance chunk for
Okay,
2.
it's at 37. All right. Welcome to my stupid turn. All right, Inner Peace, 2 energy, Calm, 1 block. I'm going to cast Tantrum. Tantrum's going to go on top of my deck. I'm going to go up to 3 energy. I'm going to enter Wrath. I'm going to get 1 block. I'm going to draw Tantrum and 1 other card. I really hope the other card I draw is Vigilance. It's Inner Peace. I'm going to play Inner Peace. Going into Calm, gaining 3 block. I'm going to play Tantrum. Dealing 2 damage to the boss.
Okay.
I'm now in Wrath. I'm at 4 block. I'm at 3 energy. I need a block for 5. This is fine. I'm going to cut through Fate, dealing 2 damage to the boss. Scrying 2.
3.
I'm going to leave Empty Mine on top. That seems like a good draw for next turn. So this is in my graveyard. I'm going to draw Tantrum. I'm going to play Tantrum to do 4 damage to the boss.
So it goes into
29.
And then I'm going to play a Defend for my 5th point of block, so I take no damage.
Nice.
In response,
Yes.
I'm going to use my self-forming clay. I'm going to get 3 block up to 7 and deal 1 damage to it.
Nice.
So it's at 28.
All right. Everyone good?
I think so.
Okay. End of turn. It takes 12, so it's going to go down from 28 to
I'm also going to
16,
gain another block and deal 1 damage to it.
15. So we just need to deal 3 damage. to
Yes.
Okay, so Booking Stabbing now is going to do, what is it? So it's
4 damage.
3, so it would be 6, but now down to 4. Yeah. 4 damage to everybody. I take 1.
I go to 4. I'm going to use my calipers here and keep my block.
Sick.
And I am back to the world of the living here.
So then, yeah, it just goes into exhaust after?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. 1 damage is a lot more in this game than it is in the other one, but I didn't have to block at all that entire fight, which was neat.
There
Are
was
you healthy
a,
enough to go to the next elite now, though? I suppose the tricky thing.
Oh, to jump over? I mean, I don't know. Probably. I mean, I have effectively 6, 7 because I have the potion and the blood vial, so probably.
All right, it's dead. Oh, it's so dead.
Oh, you got your.
Hey, look, my defenses.
There they are. All right. Well, then
Right.
just so I don't take any damage here, I'm going to play Vigilance and get out of Wrath. So that puts me at 3 block, and I'm in Calm. And then I'll hold and then see what else we want to do, because yeah, like I guess I could
Block.
Eruption Tantrum.
Block 3 times.
Yeah, 1 second. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm just trying to think if I can kill it with my single booty pound.
Sure.
Give it a try. Give it a try.
I mean,
Why do I even poison things?
no, you can point. Well, it's very helpful.
Dude, you did 40 damage. You don't have to kill it with poison to have contributed.
2. That's 5. That's
wrong with
9.
poison?
That's
If I ended
11.
wrath,
I'm just
take
saying
damage
to
too.
expedite the kill. We don't get bonuses for somebody killing.
I am going to start by using Flame Barrier.
Okay.
13.
So I gain 3 block up to 7.
Yep.
Deal 1 damage to it.
Yep.
And then it deals 1 damage for each attack icon in its next action.
It was.
Oh.
It was doing the.
yeah, it's about to do the.
All right, so it goes to 12. Interesting. That does it as part of the action now. That's kind of cool.
I'm going to use Defend
It's at 11.
to gain 2 block, deal 1 damage to it. I'm then going to booty bounce it for 9.
All right, it goes to 2.
All right.
I have my stupid frozen core.
I kill it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, it's dead. All right. Yay!
End of combat, I go back to 10.
Yeah. Like I said, yeah. So I'm at 4, but I have the blood vial, which will put me to 5, and then I also have a blood potion. So I'm
Right.
effectively at 7.
Yeah, so we could.
we want to, yeah,
We could
let's see.
greedy boot. We could greedy boot. All right, what are our rewards?
So we get 2 gold each. Whoa.
Happy
cool.
to see it.
Ben.
Yep.
May I trade up for 5, please?
Here you go. And I will take these 2. Great. And then we're gonna get a relic choice, so we can do the drafty way that we've been doing, which I think makes the most sense.
Oh, I get 1 more gold at end of turn because I have the golden idol.
Oh yeah. There you go. All right, our relic choices are Serpent Head. At events, gain 2 gold when we enter the room.
Very cool.
Ice Cream. Start of your turn, gain your leftover energy from the last turn.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
good.
Okay. I mean, we've been kind of using all of our energy, but that's good. to know.
There are spots where Surge will have leftover.
Golden
energy.
Eye, once per combat, scry 3.
That's also pretty good. I will take any. I don't care.
I'm partial to the Golden Eye.
Yeah, you have more like
I need
need
to
card
find the
selection. I
cards.
think golden eye is really good for Ben.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take ice cream. You're right. I'm the one that sometimes
I'll
has
take
energy
this.
left over, so that makes sense.
You've got, yeah, all right, we've got like economy going on. And then finally, we each get to do card selection, and whatever card we pick, we upgrade.
Oh.
Really?
That's what the
sick.
means.
Strike.
Oh, my cards
So
are all
let's
bad
do,
though.
yeah, we'll go Surge first.
All right, so I got empty body, foreign influence, and prostrate. What does the upgrade of this? Is it free? No. 2 block.
Two block and an energy though is pretty high. It like pays for itself effectively.
Yeah, but I am almost this lean, mean deck drawing machine, right?
It's true.
Play a copy of the last attack played by another player this turn. That's kind of funny with foreign influence. Is it just a giant waste if I just
Wait, what does it do?
what?
What does foreign influence do?
So 2 energy, attack for 3, or play a copy of the last attack played by another player this turn.
Attack. Oh, I was like, if it was skill.
No.
Oh.
Copy the poison. Copy the
poison.
triple.
Yeah.
I mean,
With the booty bounce is pretty funny, but I don't think it would use
uses
your
your-
booty bounce. So
I mean, Surge does have
I am
the,
blocking out. Now that I have mental fortress, it's kind of wild.
mental fortress. I don't-
Prostrate is maybe a little bit interesting, just because you're right, it does net the energy. But I have ice cream now. I don't know.
I don't think you need any of these, frankly.
Feels bad.
Yeah.
I think I'm also on team just big old Skipperino here.
okay.
It feels like Watch Your Life.
I get to pick. We got dodge and roll. It's block, and the block can go to any player.
Sick.
Yeah, I don't mind that. And acrobatics, and a backflip.
Ooh.
I do like that.
So this is triple block, and any of the block can go anywhere.
Whoa.
Kind of like that. Backflip is 1, or it's 2 and draw 2 cards, and acrobatics is goes
4
to
and
4,
1.
I believe. I kind of like dodge and roll. Seems like, I mean, backflip is,
Upgrade backflip's really good.
yeah.
Dodge and roll's kind of funny because you could like give me the armor for a big turn.
For big old booty bash?
Yeah. I would say take this because I think often the
I'm just-
spots where we ask ourselves, do I need to block for somebody? It's usually you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so just like churning through your deck.
I'm
more.
definitely someone who needs to churn through my deck
Yeah.
the most. Great. I will take that then.
It's also so sick with the orb.
That's
right?
true. Yeah,
You're
I get
just
to
like,
scry and
this
then
is my
find
draw
out.
turn. I want to
Yeah.
make it like effectively a draw 5.
Yeah.
I have a pommel strike, my love, battle trance,
Ooh.
and a sentinel.
Oh.
I think I'm taking Sentinel.
What is that?
What is that?
So
What is-
Sentinel, when upgraded, is going to be 1 for 3 armor to any player, and if this card is exhausted, I get 3 energy.
Oh, so with your grit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good with
All right. Pretty hot.
I think Battle Trance is draw 4.
Four. But you can't draw anymore, which is not really a big deal.
Draw
in
2,
yours.
hit 2.
It's not a big deal, but also I don't really need as much card flow, and I hate to say no to Pommel Strike, but I'm going to upgrade to Sentinel.
Yeah, you got it. Nice.
One deal, give 3 armor to anybody.
It's a surge, yeah.
It's basically what
Yeah.
the one you put away,
Yeah.
so we at
Yeah.
least have it in our
Yeah.
arsenal.
So, important question. We could just get an upgrade if people want an upgrade,
Yeah, I mean, we could.
and then take an elite, or we could go elite and then there's a campfire afterwards. I don't know what y'all are thinking.
Do we know what the other 2 elites?
Well, I mean, if it's anything with. Hypothetically, if this was a video game.
Let's say there was a game
Yeah.
like
the Act 2 elites are the slavers
and the goblin
and the
boss.
goblin, like the little gremlin buddies.
So they're AoE fights. Yeah. And
I'm assuming that like we each will get like gremlins
like
or
a
something.
whole row.
which
we have to
is
fight.
not. I mean, you've got a lot of cleave.
Exactly
I got
one
one.
cleave.
I said no to Whirlwind.
Oh yeah,
But I said
that's
yes
right.
to Booty Bounce. I don't mind playing it safe.
Campfire for a free elite.
Just
What would
camp.
Yeah, I mean, there's a late elite up here.
Yeah.
Well, we get campfire elite, and then we could actually do our jump over there if we feel like it. So we still get 3 strong. I would love to upgrade my mental fortress for real.
I guess that's the thing. Is like what
Or
Upgrade
you
it.
could heal is the other thing you could do.
That's true. I should probably heal, but like that's boring. you know.
Yeah, I want to upgrade this Juggernaut. I mean, if we hit the AoE fights, I do have this Flame Barrier, which is pretty good against AoE fights.
I could upgrade my setup, which is give 2 energy to anybody, which is kind of
I
absurd.
don't know. I'm just worried because Ben's
I'm at 7.
7. Yeah.
What would? I mean, I'm chilling. I can
You live your
heal.
life, man. You live your
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
It's not exciting to die because if I die, it's all over.
Right. I think we should play it safe.
Okay, I will. All
it safe.
right, we're going here. I will
Campfire.
heal. I will heal for 3.
Upgrade my mental fortress. So I now, every time I switch stances, I gain 2 block.
I'm going to upgrade my Juggernaut. Whenever I gain block, deal 2 damage.
Sick. All right. Now, how safe do we want to do? Do we want to take another elite, or do we want to go question mark? Because we can go real safe, save the wing boot charges, go question mark elite, and then get out of this act. That's the safest. That way.
Oh, I think we could take another. I think we could take a lead now.
Yeah.
Everyone's at full and stuff.
Let's take
I
an
mean,
elite.
the question mark can be cool things.
That's true.
Well, and you get 2 gold whenever we go
I
to.
do get money if we question mark. I'm fine doing either.
I think we do elite question mark
Yeah.
that.
Let's just do elite question mark.
What do you want to do?
So, do we want to use the wing boot? Yes or no?
We're fine. It's just sitting here.
Yeah. So something we could do. I think question mark elite is more interesting than question mark elite fight.
Okay.
Question mark elite does make more sense in that we could get upgrades
Yeah.
for the elite.
Like, if we want to take one elite this act, I think we take it late, and it gives us options instead of taking it early. I don't think we take 2 elites. I think 2 elites is maybe a little greedy.
We've already. Sorry. You're.
2 more elites, because we
Oh.
could do 1 and then wing boot and do 2.
So two in total. is
Yeah,
what you're
so if we're only
gotcha.
taking 1 elite, I prefer 2 question marks over
Sure.
a hallway fight.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I don't know about you two. My deck is pretty sick, so I don't really need card rewards, which is what you get from a hallway fight.
Yep.
Whereas the events, I think, have higher variance and could be cooler things. They
Cool.
could be card removes or they could be upgrades.
Yeah, let's do question mark elite.
Let's see. All right.
All right.
And
we're
then
on
we have
this one.
boots for the Act 3, which is
Yeah.
huge.
All right. Goodbye.
Let's see what we get.
And I get money.
Right. This also gets us 4 gold, which is kind of huge.
Old beggar. Give 2 gold, remove a card, leave or nothing happens.
Sick.
I'm gonna get
Card
2 gold.
remove.
I'm going to give the 2 gold that I just gave.
I'm going to get rid of my last defend. I'd like everyone to know that I have exactly 1 basic left in my deck. It's a 1 strike plus.
Yep.
I'm going to get rid of a strike.
That's so huge.
All right.
Sorry, just gaming out of our mind right now. What a hit!
Okay. And then we're doing another.
Yeah.
I'm going to get 2 gold.
Golden Shrine. Pray. Gain 2 gold or desecrate to gain 7 and a curse.
I'd like 2 gold, please.
I'll just take
2
Wait,
gold.
actually, hold on. I can desecrate because I have Omamori. I don't get curses.
Yeah.
I'll take 7 gold, please.
I remember when you got that, you were like, oh, man.
Man, Omamori.
But look how rich
Let's
you
go.
are. Okay.
Money bags over here.
Okay.
Question mark, friends.
Yeah.
Question mark.
All right, elite time?
Yeah. Who we got?
What did you do to desecrate the?
I just like.
Yeah, what did you do?
I want like a cat. I just walked up to one of the vases and just.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
I didn't see it.
Taskmaster.
It's the Slavers. I like that they changed the name. Oh, wait, no, they still say Slaver. Blue Slaver and Red Slaver.
Yeah. All right, this guy's got 42 HP. That's
Sick.
not so bad.
Well, there's 3 of them.
Nothing.
But
So
everybody
how do
gets-
we arrange this? Is it AOE or is it 1 per person?
For which, sorry?
I don't know if we get like this or if they're in the middle and we all
No,
fight
no,
them.
no. He takes everybody. We're fighting everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, as in, whenever you're doing AOE's, it always includes the boss. So
Okay.
he's like in his own magical thing that includes
Sure.
everybody. So
That's what I was saying, like
Yes, I
lane
see
stuff
what
and
you're
stuff like
saying.
that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because like does cleave hit all 3 or is it separated? Whoa, what?
per player.
Holy moly.
Yeah, he brought the gang.
Yikes.
So red slavers always act last.
Okay.
Interesting. So does that mean like we do all of the blue slavers and then we do all the red slavers, I assume?
Well then, no, and the Taskmaster ahead of
Oh,
them
and
too.
the Taskmaster.
I guess that means that if they apply vulnerable, we never get the vulnerable
before
something else
oh,
hits.
that's huge, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yikes. Roll that dice.
Hold on, we gotta draw cards. We gotta draw cards. We gotta
Oh,
put some
right.
things out.
Right.
Hold your slow down.
Now, luckily, they only have 10 HP compared to some of the other enemies that we were fighting.
That's true, but yeah, they're usually doing two bangers.
Oh, as chat points out, they are all different in terms of when they activate,
And what they're doing too, yeah.
which is nice.
All right, so let's draw up here.
Oh.
This is a bad start for Surge.
This is a reasonable start.
Well, all right, let's find out what we got going on here.
2.
So we got 3, 2, and a daze for you. We got 2, weak, and 3, so 5 damage, and then we have a 2 and a daze, and a 2 and a vulm, and then also everyone's taking 3. So, yeah.
Yikes.
Shit. I'm going to start by juggernauting.
I'm gonna start by just using my golden eye right away. I'm gonna scry 3. Okay, so I'll put that there. And then I have a setup and catalyst on top.
So I gotta check my math of, is one of them just dead?
Okay, yeah, so what's the play here? Because I have the ability to, this is what's, I can kind of go like this. This is what's sitting on top. I have the ability to throw 5, I could give 15 poison to the Taskmaster or someone. But I go completely down, shields down,
Do you die? Taking 6?
probably.
That seems bad.
Yeah. Oh, right, and yes, I should be at 8.
Wither's got the cleave, which is kind of big too.
Oh, I guess I
But
could
you
leave.
probably-
I could leave the survivor on top.
What are you thinking, Wheeler?
I think I can kill one of my... I can either kill one slaver or I can just get both of them to half and then kill them next turn. Because I want a skill potion flame barrier. And I put damage on the boss too.
Yeah, skill potion flame barrier is big because you do
Because
You have barricade too, so you double barricade, right?
I barricade? No.
I'm sorry, you have whatever your armor punch enchantment power is
Juggernaut,
called. You have
yes.
Juggernaut.
So I would get 3, I'd put 2 on something, and then 1 apiece, including the boss. And then I would get 3, deal 2 damage to something, then put 1 apiece. Which seems pretty good. And also just gets my block high.
Can you give block to other people?
Not with this hand.
Okay, because
no.
if you could block to other people, I could kill your slavers if you could block for me.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest hand.
You also have 1 more damage because of your relics too, your end of turn relics.
I'm gonna have 2 damage that I could throw somewhere.
Okay, question.
Yo.
Should I? So I can either outright just kill one of my slavers, or I can put with utilizing poison, but then my catalyst is gone, or I could. If I go shields down, I can put 15 on the Taskmaster, and then he just dies in 3 turns solo.
I don't think we worry about the Taskmaster. I think
wanna
we need
get rid of the
to
slavers?
clear our trash first. Because just the amount of damage that they're representing and how low they are compared to like putting a bunch of damage on Taskmaster and then just like getting punched in response.
Then I'd like to go first because my thing slightly changes, but I think what I'll end up doing is just killing my red slaver.
Sure.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be at 3 energy. I'm going to start by bouncing flasking. He's going to die, so I'm just going to do it this way.
Also, while making all your calcs, I have 3 instances of 2 damage to hand out.
Okay.
Because I don't need to point them at my guys, and I'm not taking any damage this turn.
Yeah, okay. Well, that means I could put poison in. Well,
I currently have 0 block.
no way to block it all, eh?
Currently, I have card draw, but I am currently 0 block. But that's okay. I'm the watcher.
If you're able to do 6, they have 10. Okay, never mind then. Okay, yeah. So I'm bouncing flasking. That's 2. And then
It's so expensive.
it's because I can put it kind of anywhere.
Yeah, so you're at 1 energy.
So I'm at 1 energy, and then I'm going to calculated gamble and drawing 5. So there's these 3 and 2 more. Okay, I was hoping that I'd maybe get the weak one out. So
Oh, is that the give somebody an energy card?
It is,
Because then
yeah.
I can cleave too, if that changes anything.
oh, did I do this in the wrong sort of order? Why did I have this set up? Because this just does it on its own. Because I had catalyst here, turning this into 9.
I got it.
So this guy, oh right, that's why, because they have 10. That's why. And then right, it was to defend.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what your plan is because you're still taking full damage and nothing dies.
No. So I was gonna get up,
Yeah.
set up. Sorry, so my plan was that I thought that this had 9 HP,
Okay.
right? And then I get up, or I set up Survivor myself, so I'm blocking everything that's coming at me because this dies. But now it does. I just need. Are you able to use one of your instances of 2?
Yeah.
Cool. So this has 9, and then that's my thing. I have 2 block. And so when this guy dies, I only have 2 damage coming in. So all I'm gonna do is get 1 weak. Is that not good?
I don't know. I don't know what your plan was with these cards. I got bumped a whole bunch, so sorry.
Okay. Sorry. What did you want me to do there, Serge?
No, nothing. I'm just I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't want to backseat the turn. It's just we've used all the energy to only kind of kill one enemy.
No,
This
so
one's dead.
he's dead.
Yeah.
And then I'm blocking myself. What else could I have done?
I'm not judging. I just
All right. Cool. That's me. So you're able to block and do stuff, I guess?
I'm going to use my skill potion. And then I'm going to flame barrier. So it does it twice.
Cool.
So I get 3 block,
Okay.
and then deal 1 to these 3.
Well, actually, do we want to hold for that too? Because I have 0 block currently, so I might need you to finish some people off on my side before you
as
figure
in
out where your Juggernaut damage is going. If that's cool.
Then yeah, you can do your turn then.
Okay, because I might need some chip damage as
Because
well.
I'm on cleanup duty.
Yeah.
That's
All right, I have to start with an empty mind, and hopefully I draw into something. I drew Vigilance and Cut Through Fate. So Vigilance at least lets me... God, I think my turn might just be Vigilance Pass. That's awkward. Vigilance pass, and then I'm taking... what number is it on? There are 2? So I'd be taking 3 damage. I think that's the best I can do. Oops.
Sorry.
Which is a little awkward. The other option is I can go into Wrath and I could try and kill one of the enemies that's going at me, and then I'd need you to help on the other side from that, but I don't have... Is that even better? Because if I end in Wrath, I take 4 damage, but 1 is dead. If I end in Calm, I take 3 damage, but none are dead.
Let me do some math real quick.
Yeah. I had quite possibly one of the worst starting hands here.
Tranquil. You trank +1 block eruption.
No, I have no
2
block right now.
Oh, you don't have
I don't have
your
Mental
thing.
Fortress. I drew none of my powers. That's what I'm saying. I had 0 block. I've done exactly 1 empty mind, hoping to draw into something. I drew these 2 cards. So I have a very bad starting hand. So I could go Vigilance and then Crescendo, and then I'm in Wrath with 2 energy, and then I could do 6 damage. But then, like I said, I end the turn taking 4 points, whereas if I pass with Vigilance, I take 3. But again, 4 damage, but one of the slavers is dead. Is maybe better?
You have 3 energy right now?
I have 2 energy right now.
Oh, you've already used your...
I had 2 empty mind to draw, right?
And that gets rid of your this?
No, I still have my 1 prayer.
Okay. And that is energy.
Yeah.
That is 1 energy.
Okay, so you do have 3 energy right now.
Sorry, yes.
Okay.
I mean, again,
I mean, just blocking this turn as much as you can, it's cool because you got your ice cream and you'll just have like a mega turn next turn, right?
no, if I block, again, I'm out of energy. I'm not netting anything. So yeah, Vigilance takes me to 0. I could try and draw into something bigger, but it's unlikely. What are you trying to think?
Doing math.
So there's a world in which I cut through Fate right now, hopefully hit Mental Fortress, go to 0. No, that's terrible. Trank, Crescendo. No. Yeah, Trank, Crescendo. I generate 2 block. I'm in Wrath with 2 energy. But I would need to hit it out of 6 cards. I'd need exactly 1 draw with the potential of just taking 1,000,000 damage.
You can kill 1 and get 2 block.
We got a bunch of pots, too.
I think.
We've got your...
Yeah.
Yeah, I could use a potion here as well, right? Like I could save myself a bunch of damage by doing 6 to this row.
I mean, this is the time to use potions. It's an elite.
So, if I want to do the Mega Potion turn, what's the best way to open this up? Do I just go Vigilance for the free block, Crescendo, 6 damage? Yeah. All right, let's do this. I'm going to play Vigilance. I'm going to go to 0 energy and 2 block. I'm in Calm. I'm going to cast Crescendo. I'm going to go to 2 energy. I'm in Wrath. I'm going to use Explosive Potion to do 2 damage.
Oh yeah, it goes the whole way through. Very nice. Goes to 40.
Then, it's at 8. What an awkward number of damage I have in my hand right now, because I can do 6, but that does 4. How much damage do you have left?
I can throw around 4 damage,
So
because
you've got-
I owe 2 to Ben.
So I have a fire potion here, and I have damage here. I could also do 3 damage and a fire potion, and then tranquility, and then take less damage. So if I do 7 here, that's exactly enough for you to kill, right? If you have 2 to throw around?
I have 4 to throw around.
Okay, so here's my plan. I'll do 3 damage to Blue Slaver. I have energy potion left.
Goes to 5.
I'm gonna do 4 damage to Blue Slaver.
Goes to 1.
And then if I put myself into Tranquility, then you finish it off, then I
Yes.
only take 2 damage.
Okay.
You like that plan, or do you want me to do more damage somewhere else, Wheeler?
No, I think that's fine.
Could it be better than fine?
Yeah, I think there was a way that we could have kill this and put damage, but I think we're too far gone. It's okay. This
I
has an outcome
I
where
could undo the potion. I've got another. I could go all in on Wrath too. I could do another 5 damage somewhere too and put that 4 back. So if I put that 4 back
Sure.
and do 5 damage there, and then use the potion and do 4 there, it's at 8. Can you kill that one?
yes.
Okay.
That's yes.
DM, I do that. So I'll do Eruption
Yeah.
for 3 damage instead. Or sorry, yeah, the strike for 3 damage instead. Yeah.
Two.
Then I cut through Fate. I'm at 0 energy. It's dead. I scry 2. Crap. I just drew both of my powers, so I'm going to draw Rush down and then lose it, but I'll keep the other one on top. Fire Potion here
So it was at 8 and goes to 4.
goes to 4. Now we go to the Wheeler cleanup step.
Alright, so
Skill potion. It's going to double my flame barrier. I'm going to flame barrier. I get 3 block up to 6 and deal 1, 1, and 1 to each of these. Because I have gained block, I'm going to deal 2 damage to this thing and kill it.
Well,
when the
It's
poison
going to
dies,
die to
yeah.
poison.
Yeah.
And then I do it again. I go up to 9 block and I deal 1, 1, and 1. And then I have 2 more damage that I'm going to put onto this. And then when we go to the end of our turn, I'm going to get 1 block from Frozen Core up to 10 and kill the last slaver.
Okay.
Oh, you're getting double? Or is it going to 1 here?
No, it's die.
Well, he upgraded his.
Oh,
Juggernaut, so
yeah,
it does
sure.
2 now instead of 1.
Oh, I see.
So those 2 die, this dies, I don't take any damage, and I think Ben takes 1.
I'm going to take 1 from this, yeah. So we're
sounds
going to the end step. This takes 9 and dies to poison.
Right, I'm supposed to have used my. I was short 1 energy. I was supposed
great.
to use my miracle.
Okay, so the blue slaver is going to hit Wheeler for 3.
I go to 7 block.
I get hit for 2 and get a weak. Then the Taskmaster hits everybody for 1 and gets a strength.
I also hit
go
myself
to
for 1 because of
6
wrath, so I'm
block.
at 0.
And then finally, the slaver attacks Wheeler for 2
I go to 4
and
block.
puts a daze on top of your deck.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm going to use the calipers to retain my block.
Sick.
you got it. A little wraith form. All right. 1. Okay, so we got 2 weak, 2 in a vuln, and 3. My turn's pretty easy. I think I'm just gonna wraith form, and I can give something weak if we would like. It's gonna deal no damage because I have this weak. I'm exchanging my weak.
Wheeler, I'm going to be pointing all my damage at your slavers if you want to wait. If you want to wraith form, if you wraith form and then weaken the Taskmaster,
Sure.
then I can nuke something over here.
Do you have 2 damage to put onto this one? Because I can deal 8 damage to something.
Well, we don't need to worry about clearing for Ben because Ben only ever going to take 1.
Right.
So
We can focus on your guys' stuff.
Yeah. So if we clear this and then kill that, is my thought. Because if you can do 8, you kill one of these.
Oh, this thing's at 8. So I'm just going to kill this. If you can kill that,
Yep.
then we should do that.
Okay. So yeah, my turn's really easy. I'm just wraith forming, and then I'm going to neutralize. It deals no damage because I've got a weak, but gets rid of my weak and gives it to Taskmaster.
Okay. I'm going to Sentinel. I get 3 block. I go up to 7. I'm going to put 2 damage onto this.
Okay. It's at 6.
I'm going to defend plus, go to 1 energy and 9 block and
that
deal
4?
2 damage to this.
Yeah.
I'm going to strike plus, go to 0 energy, deal 2 damage to that.
All right. Surge is going to play Mental Fortress. Then, for my next trick, I'm going to spend 1 energy to play Inner Peace. Wait, hold on. How much block do you have right now? Oh, you're taking.
I'm going to have 10
You're
block.
taking nothing. He's taking nothing. Okay,
Yes.
so I might not be able to kill the blue slaver depending on what because they don't have rush down in play. So I can wait. I'm in wrath. I can deal 6 damage to it. I could kill it, but then I take 2. Or I could not kill it. It doesn't matter if I kill it or not,
he's only
right?
going to be dealing 1 damage.
Yeah. No. If I end my turn in Wrath, I always take a damage to myself.
Right.
So if I have to dance, so I can Inner Peace, Tantrum, in which case I'm at 4 block and I'm only doing 2 and I'm in Wrath. No, hold on. All right, let me do some stuff here. All right, Inner Peace. I gain 2 block, I'm in calm.
Do you feel peace and calm full?
So calm. So calm. I'm going to go into Wrath by playing Tantrum, dealing 2 damage to this enemy.
So calm and then angry.
Yeah. I'm going to draw Tantrum and 1 other card. I have 2 energy. Like, I might actually be able to kill it because I'm the Watcher.
Why are we drawing another card?
I don't draw any
You don't have a
cards. I don't
rush
draw
on.
any cards. I don't draw any cards. I don't draw any cards. I don't draw any cards.
That's all right. So everything is just in your...
Yeah, that's the graveyard. That's fine.
That's the graveyard.
Tantrums in your bin.
And
Yes.
You're in range.
No, Tantrum is on top of my deck.
Yes. Or yes.
I'm in Wrath. I'm in Wrath.
You can draw it with your...
Yeah, but then I'm out of energy. Oh, no, I could kill it. Right. So Cut Down is going to do 2 damage to it.
Okay.
I only get to draw Tantrum because Scry doesn't Scry if I don't have anything in my deck. So I could kill either of these or I can do 4 damage somewhere else. Do you care, Wheeler? It's kind of a wasted damage, or it just gets rid of an enemy. We don't have to worry about it.
Just kill this thing.
Sure. It's dead. It's on top.
GG. Okay.
Sorry.
So this thing's got 2, and then the Taskmaster's chilling there.
Turns out I don't know what I'm doing in my life if I don't have
Rush down.
if I don't have Rushdown, you know?
Ain't that the way? So anything else from anybody?
No, I'm gonna go up to 10 or block, and I'm gonna kill this slaver.
Okay. All right, so we've got 1 slaver in my row and the Taskmaster. So the blue slaver is going to come at me and deal 3 damage. I only ever take 1 damage, and then the Taskmaster is going to do 1 damage to everybody.
I go to 9 block.
So, all right, you block it, and I take none, and he gets another strength.
All right. Now is the turn where we absolutely
no,
explode this enemy. They're at 38. Oh, they're dead.
Ooh.
Oh, you got the big
I
turn.
got my booty bounce. That's pretty good.
The Wraith form and the blood vial that we got you are kind of an incredible romp.
It's nice, yeah, yeah.
So my booty bounce right now can deal 8 in 1 attack. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad. 8, and then my damage output is going to be an additional 1, 2, 3. My damage output is 14 this turn.
Cool.
Let's kill the slaver that's hitting Ben. Without Rushdown, my turn is actually kind of awkward. Is it? I can do, it's at 10. I can actually just kill this. And then, do we have a way to do 1 point of block?
Have we rolled the dice?
No, we haven't rolled the dice
This
yet.
is important because this could be a huge booty bounce. Oh,
6.
6 is basically 1, right?
Yeah.
So this is 6 damage. Hold on, no, I'm just doing the math out loud. 6, and then this would be 8 damage. So I could do 8 and then end the turn in Tranquility with 2 points of block, and I would take 1. Or I can do weird Watcher stuff, where I could start with Vigilance, then Tantrum, but then I do less damage.
I have a piercing wail to give it weak.
If you give it weak, then I can just do 8 damage and in calm and take no damage.
Surge picks off the slaver, gets the calm.
So I'm going to use my Akabeko. I'm going to do 6 damage to it. This goes on top. I'm at 2.
4.
Then I'm going to play Cut Through Fate to do 2 more to it.
2.
Draw this, and then if I put myself into calm, I get 2 block and I take no damage. If you, oh no, I would take 4. Shoot.
He's currently dealing 3, but you're in Wrath.
Yes, I'd be taking 4. So if I just go to calm, I gain 2 block. I'm fine to take 1.
Can't you trank, tantrum, vigilance?
No, sorry, I'm already at 1 here because I tantrumed and then Cut Through Fate to draw back tantrum. I mean, technically I get to look at a second card. The second card was Empty Mind if I wanted to get rid of tantrum. I don't have a free way to get out of this stance though. This is what happens when you don't have Rushdown in play. The whole deck falls apart.
You're immortal.
My life is in shambles. I could have maybe instead of Cut Through Fate, Tranked? No.
I feel like you could have danced a little bit more. Because you could have tranked.
Well, no, because if I did, this was my hand first, if I didn't Cut Through Fate, and if it's at 4, right? Was I'm in Wrath, Tantrum's on top of my deck. The only way I could have done something slightly differently is if I had Tranquility Inner Pieced and then Tantrumed. I could have drawn.
Oh, Tantrum was on top.
No,
cut.
Tantrum was the first card I played. Tantrum was in play. Tantrum was in play, and I was in Wrath.
Then I would have not. I'm not here to backseat, but I would have tranked then tantrumed. And
But then I do 2 damage, not 6.
I think that's okay because damage isn't our problem here. This thing is not dying this turn, but if you do that, then you get enough blocks so that you don't take any damage.
We could back it up so I don't take any damage. Let's start my turn over. Sorry, guys.
No, that's all good.
Yeah. So I mean, I could just Vigilance, have 4 block.
Yeah.
And then just like pass the turn too, right? Like if we're not worried about stuff. Actually, sorry. Here's what I do. I Vigilance. I gain 4 block. I'm in calm.
Great.
Then I'm going to go to 0, play Tantrum, mark 2 damage on this, gain 2 energy, go to 6 block. This is on top of my deck. Then what I can do is I can just Inner Piece, Cut Through Fate.
Damage is a slight concern because once this Wraith form is done, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
To things because I do not have the block capabilities
Yeah.
you guys do.
I think we're fine.
Okay.
I can even just end the turn in Tantrum here. So yeah, I'll actually kill this now. I'll do 2 damage to that. I'll draw Tantrum. I'll leave the other card on top. I'm at 1. I'll use Akabeko. I'll hit it for 6.
Okay.
There. So now I'm at 6 block and it's dead.
Great.
Because we sequence differently.
Ben, what's your
The Watcher. The Watcher.
I don't know, man. Unfortunately, when I kind of had to blow my load of poison to get rid of that guy, I'm kind of just vibing. But
do you have the give an extra energy to someone card?
In the deck. Well,
it
unless
shouldn't be. No.
if you
does it
exhausted
exhaust?
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both of my things are gone. So here's what here's what I'll do. I'm gonna start with an acrobatics. So I'll go to 2.
See if we can hit a poison card. That's a poison card.
It is, yeah.
I mean, Poison Stab Bane is big.
Do we need we don't need the whale anymore?
I don't. Wheeler doesn't.
I don't.
Cool. Then DM I do that. So
Okay.
I hit him for 1, give him 1
Ones of
poison,
poison.
and then I hit him for 4. So it goes to that.
I am going to shrug it off.
Boss
Going
takes
to-
2.
Boss takes 2. Get 2 energy. Draw a card. I am going to not do that. 1, 2. Okay, hold on. I got to do a little math here.
Yeah, all this Watcher math is starting to hurt my brain a
2,
little.
Yeah, dude.
3. that
Starting to
goes
get a
up
little
to
loose with my
5.
Well,
plays.
it's all right. It's only a boss fight left.
I think I'm going to upgrade Tranquility so it's free. I
Yeah,
think that would have helped a lot.
That'd be huge.
Yeah. Also, we just have to cheat, so I always have Rushdown in play.
Yeah, and
that
then
makes
it's
things.
fine.
Yeah.
I mean, if I save my get up for those moments,
It's just better.
Yeah.
I'm just going to Impervious down to 0.
boss is at 29.
I go up to 8.
I already registered
This
the
is
2 damage there. Yeah.
exhausted.
you got it.
Yeah.
And then I am going to Body Slam for 8.
8 takes it to 21.
That's the end of my turn.
And step,
This
it goes to 19
away.
from the last damage.
I get another block and deal
Yeah.
2.
All right, boss at 19. Boss is dead. I
Yeah.
feel
All
confident.
right, so he's shooting 3 damage out to everybody. I take 1.
1,
I
2,
go to
3.
6.
I take 1 extra damage from Wrath. I block it.
Tight. Okay.
Okay.
And he gets another 1.
Yeah, I don't think the boss lives through this turn.
Oh, hi, Flask. I'm vibing, man.
What do we roll?
3.
Oh. The boss is at 19?
Yeah.
Oh, the boss is dead.
Yeah.
I throw 3 poison,
Sick.
and then I hit it for 2 and give it a week.
Okay.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna do Watcher stuff.
Yep.
Again. All right, transform or Tranquility. I'm going to go to Calm. I'm going to gain 2 block, 1 energy. I'm going to go into Crescendo first. Go to 4 block. This goes here. I'm going to tantrum it for 4 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, 13.
I'm in Wrath. I'm going to cast Empty Mind, going into neutral, gaining 2 more block, drawing Tantrum, and another Wrath card. I'm going to go into Wrath, doing 2 damage to it. I have 8 block. I'm going to hit it for another 4.
7 all.
I'm at 8 block. You got 7 damage, Wheeler?
He needs 3.
Oh, yeah. Because of poison, too? Yeah.
Sentinel, I get 3 block and deal 2.
It's at 5.
I guess I should have shrugged it off first. I get 2 block.
It's at 3.
And deal 2, and I draw.
It's dead.
Yeah, I should have. Oh, if I had done that, I could have killed it.
Yeah.
I'm going to defend, go up to 6 block, deal
It's at
2.
1.
And then what happens first? Your poison or my frozen core?
Active player versus...
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's
dead.
dead. Woo! All right.
Hot dog.
Yeah, the Watcher math is starting to burn my brain a little.
That's all right. We've
just
only
a
got
little.
one more big fight to go.
All right, what are the rewards for this?
I heal 1 going from 10 to 11.
Oh.
Very nice. Okay. So everyone's gonna get 2 gold.
I get a 3rd gold because of the golden idol.
There you go, money bags.
Wheeler, I'm going to give you this purity potion so you can just burn your thing for extra energy.
Sure.
Because I'm not using that.
Well, then I'm going to give Ben this skill potion to put in the pile of used potions.
I was like, this is a really good.
That's so sweet of you, man.
There you go.
Well, pretty sure you gave it to me, and I would never regift.
That's fine. May I have a 5 glod?
Yeah, here you go.
I'm at the exact same amount of gold I started the game with, which is
There
22.
you go. I mean, we went through a whole round, or act, right? Okay, so everyone got their 2. Okay, we got some relics. Classic.
Calcum.
I kind of want that. That might be
Don't
good for
have
me.
block, you gain a block?
That's pretty good.
It's pretty kind of whatever in this one. The Courier. Once per combat, look at the top card of the potion or relic deck, buy it or discard it.
I beg your pardon? Once per combat?
I mean, your money bags.
Flush.
Blue Candle. Once per combat, exhausted 2 cards in your hand.
That also seems... So this seems good for Wheeler. This seems good for Ben, and I have the most money.
Sure.
Like, does that make
extra
sense?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because you can exhaust cards, which I think you have a little bit of synergy with now. Campfire time.
No, we get to do an upgraded card choice.
Oh, I'm so sorry. All right. Let's see what Serge's got. Do I finally get a rare? We have an Indignation, we have a Tranquility, and we have a Flying Sleeves. Do I want another free... This is a free upgraded one.
Upgraded Trank is pretty good.
Hold on, let me see what upgraded Indignation does. If you're in Wrath, AoE vulnerable to an entire row, otherwise enter Wrath.
Not bad.
Do I have enough ways into Wrath? Currently, I have Tantrum, which I'm doing over and over. Yeah, I think I want the upgraded Tranquility, honestly. Because it's free.
Stance dancing.
Ooh,
Stance, dance.
that shouldn't be there.
Is this the stuff we knocked over?
Yeah.
Those are your rares, right?
Yes, it was a rare.
Oh.
We got well-laid plans.
Oh, that's for your Burst Catalyst.
That's pretty good. Accuracy. Blade Dance. And it's an upgraded version, so it's like probably retain 2 cards.
For how much energy cost?
For 1.
Okay.
They're alright. I think I'll take the well-laid plans. The rest of this is Shiv stuff.
What you doing?
Shrug it off.
Just some shift
shiv stuff.
Just shift stuff.
Flex. Pommel Strike.
Good old flex.
I want the upgraded Shrug It Off.
Alright. Now it's time.
I'm going to upgrade my other Tranquility. Goodbye.
So this is heal or upgrade?
Yes. Campfire time.
I'm going to remove a strike from my deck.
Wait, what?
That's
Oh,
this
we're
is upgraded
upgrading?
This
heal.
is a campfire. This is a campfire, brother.
I'm gonna upgrade Piercing Whale.
Oh.
None of my cards seem to be upgraded.
What's the upgraded one do? Just more wailing?
Shield. It's shield 3. Yeah.
Upgraded True Grit. Upgraded Shockwave. Are you one? Or you? No, you're double weak, huh?
That's
It's not nothing.
not bad.
Upgraded Flame Barrier.
God, I got a feeling we're gonna have to fight so many little collector ads.
Almost certainly.
You've got some good AoE stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade this Shockwave.
Sick.
Are they not in here? Oh, there they are.
The little homies.
Yeah, I just got them. All right. We ready to go?
It's boss time.
It's boss
It's
time.
boss time.
All right. Time for the collector.
So it doesn't start with ads in play, which is
No,
cool.
we're doing 171.
Sick.
With enough poison, that's basically 0.
Yeah. 71. Holy crap.
Summon torch heads until there are 2 for each player. That's very elegantly written.
Okay. So it doesn't start with it, which is nice.
Just a little bit for the camera framing.
Yes, there we go. Here.
What does it mean when there's a gray one at the end?
It's going to do it once.
Oh, so it'll go 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, do the gray one, and then just cycle
Hits
the
us
3.
with all the statuses.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that for us. All right.
All right, I got the torch heads there. Okay.
Oh, looking
Wrong
bad.
turn to draw cleave, buddy. Oh, wow. Terrible draw order.
Terrible.
Terrible draw
Yeah.
order. Let me show you how it's done, Wheeler.
All you gotta do is just kill this guy in 1 turn.
Oh, it's bad.
It's not great.
I mean, it's fine, actually. It's fine.
All right. Ben's got this. Good draws. Good
Okay.
draws.
Okay.
Okay.
He gets to draw
Oh.
so many cards.
2 more.
What was the? Who had? You have the one that we've started. What's this relic do again?
I get to once per combat. So now that we've started, I can't imagine I do it before the fight. I'm gonna look to buy the top relic now. Right?
Yeah. It says once per combat.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do it now. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. It is a Centennial Puzzle. Once per combat, draw 3 cards if you lost HP this combat.
Okay. Sure.
DM, I buy that? May I have $2 change, please?
I guess I could have scried to start this.
Is there a limit to how many relics you can have?
Nope. Oh, and you need 2.
I am actually curious if you could scribe before the fight starts.
I don't know. It says once per combat, scry 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I deliberately waited until after we had set up because I was like, in my brain, that's like when I get priority, but I don't know.
I do heal one at the start here. This sucks.
My
I
hand's so bad.
I'm gonna just start with cut through fate to see if I draw any of my powers. If you're cool with that.
Yeah.
Roll the dice.
Oh yeah, roll the die.
yeah.
Come on, 1 and 6.
Is a 1 even good here?
I
Wheeler
get
gets to double an attack.
I get to deal 6 damage instead of 3.
So we triple.
Well, you'll deal 9 damage instead of 3 because I picked
Oh,
your thing
yeah,
too.
I'll
It
deal
triples
9
an attack.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna dig for my powers if that's cool.
Yeah, I have a question with retain. When things say discard your hand.
You lose it then.
You would lose it
yeah,
too.
retain
Yeah,
is
I figured.
only the cards that
Yeah,
you
at
would
the
discard
end.
at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
So cut through fate, 1 damage, please. I'm gonna put a strike into my graveyard and a rush down into play. I'm at 1 energy. And then I'm gonna be real. I could cut through fate, or I could save my energy with ice cream. What do you think? What do you think is better here?
Maybe save your energy with ice cream. If you're able to run like if you're able to put Hulkamania onto the ads and stuff like that, I think that'd be pretty hype.
Yeah, y'all cool with cool with me passing with
Yeah, I
1
don't-
energy?
Yeah.
All right. So this is surge pausing for now.
Ice cream. Ice cream.
I mean, yeah,
You don't have the gives. Oh wait, no.
I do have that.
Oh,
but it's a
no,
one-time.
that one.
I think we're gonna say. So my game plan, honestly, is I don't need my catalyst right now. Unfortunately, I mean I do.
I would just gamble.
I'm just gonna gamble.
Yeah, gamble and
just
try and
see
get
if we
bouncing
can-
flask, right?
So I'm gonna for 0. We're gonna get rid of everything, and so I get 6
Yep.
cards here. I guess I could have scribed there, but whatever. We got a poison stab. We got a poison stab. We got a backflip. You gotta defend.
I kind of actually like holding your catalyst until you go through the deck once, because you'll get a triple on a bigger number.
It's true. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like starting with 2 poison's kind of huge, right?
3 in total.
Oh yeah, 3 poison and a weak is nothing to scoff at, right?
So I can also do this. I'm gonna backflip.
Sure.
There's really, yeah.
You might hit bouncing flask, right?
Yeah. And I can retain them too, and if not, then it's just
Sure.
gone, right? So I'm digging through my deck quicker. Yeah, okay. And then I'll just neutralize stab, I think, here.
Okay, so it's at 3 poison, and it's got 1 weak on it now.
And took 3 damage in that, so 67.
167. Wait, 168 if it's only 3 damage. No, I hit it once.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Wheeler.
Slow but inevitable death.
I'm going to defend. I get 2 and deal 2 to the boss.
No, you don't have.
You don't have
Oh, I don't have my Juggernaut.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is even worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
It was bad.
That
with
was
it.
me without Rushdown last fight. Turns out when you have a whole build around, if you don't have it, it just feels
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna True Grit.
Okay.
Get rid of either Strike or Cleave.
We're gonna need Cleave. We've got AoE coming up.
Well, I'm not gonna see it for 4
Yeah.
or not 4 turns, 3
Yeah, I
turns.
guess the question
Potentially
is-
3
Oh,
How many
sorry,
times
you
go
mean-
through your deck,
Oh, yeah, I
right?
wouldn't exhaust it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's tough.
How many times am I going to Cleave though? I don't actually think we need this AoE.
I mean, we're gonna have 2 adds each.
Yeah.
I think it's probably better than the strike. Isn't it
It's
just
better than
strike
Strike.
better?
Yes,
so-
yeah. I'm just thinking about this Cleave too with this blue candle. I'm not using the candle here, but yeah, I'm going to exhaust the Strike. I'm going to Cleave and
Okay.
deal 2 damage.
Thank-
Or not that way. I'm not going to Cleave yet. I'm not going to
Okay.
Cleave.
Right, yeah, you're gonna
I'm going to Booty
Body
Bounce to
slam.
deal 9,
So-
and then I'm going to
goes to 58.
then I'm going to Cleave to 56.
Okay. 156. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gain energy and deal, or block and deal 2 in
Okay.
a turn.
You don't do 2. You don't have.
I don't have fucking Juggernaut!
dude.
He's gonna take 3 though. Yeah.
Please, for the love of God.
All right, next round. Oh, wait, hold on. He's got it. It's his turn. We gotta see what we're working
Right.
with here.
Yeah.
Oh, thank Christ.
There it is.
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Torchhead. They have 9 HP and attack for 1. Okay.
I do
So they're
not
just
care.
little dudes.
Okay.
They're just little guys.
But they get strength.
Or he
from-
gives
from
them.
the
He gives
collector.
everybody strength, right? Oh, this doesn't seem very scary at all. Famous last words of
Thanks, Paul.
person about to die.
That's. All right.
Right, and he'll just resummon them every time. So
Well, only if it's at red. Yes, it's at red. So you are correct. Yeah, every time you clear, they come back.
well, or every 3 turns they'll
Yeah.
come back.
I got you.
There we go. All right.
All right, so I go to 4 energy now.
Then again, when they come back, they won't be powered up. So
2. Stinky.
Oh, did we do the 3 poison damage too at the end of turn?
did, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I have to Juggernaut.
Okay. I respect it. I respect it. I have to Mental Fortress. So currently, we're all taking 5 damage.
Yeah, I can bring mine down to 3.
Oh wait, no, 4 because this is weekend, so it's only gonna AOE for 2.
Yeah. I mean, this is tough. I needed an extra energy, but I'd like to well-laid plans, but...
It's only dealing 2?
2
Doing
AOE.
2, and then it's doing 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're all taking
4
4
total.
currently.
I'm worried about myself, guys.
You want 2 block?
I could use 2 block, yeah.
All right. I'll give you 2 block.
Thank you, pal.
How much block do you have? You have 4 total.
I will now be able to make 4 and take no damage this turn.
So that means your
and
Juggernaut doesn't do anything, though, right?
That's fine.
That's fine. Okay. I'm going to start. So Vigilance can actually target any player as well. And now that I have Mental Fortress, I can pass some block around.
Oh,
with
that's
this card.
huge. Yeah, okay. Why don't we do it the opposite
Oh, yes,
then?
do that.
Okay.
Do that
You
instead.
give it to me so that we can put 2
Okay.
damage into
So
something.
I'm going to play Vigilance. Ben is going to gain 2. I'm going to gain 2 off Mental Fortress. I'm at 1 energy. I'm going to play empty mind. I'm going to draw 2 cards. I'm going to leave into neutral, and I'm going to gain 2 energy and go back up to 3. I'm going to draw a Wrath Source. Hey, oh, I'm in neutral. So I'm going to play Inner Peace. I don't think we bother killing the ads right now. I think we probably put damage on the boss and then kill ads next turn, or do you think we should just clear ads right away? They're gonna hit harder next turn, so maybe it's better to kill them now.
Yeah, let's just
Might
stack
as well.
damage now.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're not going to see them for
3 more turns after this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to Inner Peace. Go to 2, go to Calm, have 6 block. I think I Crescendo first, and then I Inner Peace, or I Tantrum afterwards for more. Because if I Tantrum, I draw itself, which is technically better. All right, 1 energy, 2 block, go to Wrath, 3 energy. I'm gonna cast Tantrum, dealing 2 damage to the torch head in front of me. Drawing 1, 2 cards.
Shouldn't we hit the torch heads in front of Ben?
I'm going to take no damage.
Oh, you're...
Yeah, I already full blocked for him.
And I don't think, have I seen Wraith form? No. So Wraith form is in these last 2 cards.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Then I'm gonna deal 4 damage to the torch head in front of me.
it goes down to 3.
And then I'm going to pass the turn with 2 energy. This is my hand for next turn, which is kind of funny.
All those Evertane, eh?
Yeah, all these have retained, and I'm gonna have 5 energy next turn.
Yeah.
And I end in Wrath.
Honestly, so if I'm able to not have to pay too much attention, like to my guys, like dealing individual, like if you guys are able to,
And you just focus poison
and I'm
here,
just able
and
to
then
put
Wheeler
all
and
the
I will
poison,
clear
and like I'll
ads.
block my as
Sure.
much as I can for myself. But if I'm able to just put my poison in on the collector, I think that'll maybe be a good way to go. But so all I'm doing on my turn is I'm just gonna Bouncing Flask and bring this up to 6.
Yeah.
And then Survivor to gain 2 and
Okay.
be at 4.
Hey, collector, how about you collect some poison?
Remember, you still haven't scried too.
I haven't. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm going to try and start setting some stuff up.
1, 2,
I'm gonna grab a bunch of strength things.
4.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when it's only like 2 in the game, less scary than the 6 going out. And I guess the collector is going to get stronger every time too.
What do you think of Wheeler?
Trying to think if I want to strategically take 1 damage here. And I think I do. I'm going to Ghostly Armor. So I get 2 block. I'm going to put 2 damage on this thing, killing it.
You just heal at the end of
it's
turn
at
anyway,
3.
so it
It goes
doesn't
to 1.
matter.
Okay.
You could kill it.
I'm going to
after,
kill.
yeah.
I'll kill it after then. And then, yeah, go. That's it for my energy here. But then at end of turn, I get 1 block, and I'll finish off this.
Okay.
Okay. End step. Collector is going to take 6. He's going to go down to from that to 147.
I do 1 damage to myself because I'm in Wrath.
Great. And then out come the torch heads. So this is going to deal 2, 2,
Yeah, so Wheeler take 2
1.
block. You take 2. I take 1. I go to 6.
And the collector does 2 to everybody
I go to 9.
and gives.
Strength to everybody. Sick.
Okay.
It's a good
Next
point that weakening effects are much better on the collector because he does 1 attack that hits everybody.
So the next one is going to be a AoE attack. We lost that week.
Yeah.
So AoE attack, 6 damage to everybody from the collector.
I do have a Shockwave plus here.
Cool.
Oofa doofa.
1, 2, 3, 4,
There's my
5.
catalyst.
Okay, I can block to save myself, and I could probably clear somebody's ad because I got.
Don't worry about mine. You guys worry about your 2 right now.
Okay. Do you want me to use Akabeko for 6 damage, my once per turn, or no?
We could use this. I'm going to have 4 instances of 2 damage apiece. And I also have Shockwave.
If you shockwave if you shockwave your row, I basically blow up one of the torch heads.
Now let's do
Start with that?
that.
Okay, so let's apply shockwave.
I'm going to go to 1 energy and Shockwave.
Okay, so you do now a shockwave plus. What does it do?
They have their hearts broken and their swords broken twice.
So they're all vulnerable and they all get 2 weak.
Yeah.
Okay.
You handle the heart, I handle the sword.
Is there a particular one that you dislike? Like the front one or the back one? Which one's looking at you funny?
Well, let's hit the front one.
Okay. So I'm going to use my Akabeko. I'm in Wrath. I'm going to do 12 damage and kill
All right.
the front one. Sorry, I was at 5. I'm now at 4 energy. I'm at 0 block.
So the front one is dead.
Yeah. Can I be... So yeah, Ben, you're saying don't worry about me? Oh, you're
I'm
gonna
about to be
Wraithform?
Wraith form for
Okay.
4 turns.
Sick.
Yeah. Because you don't put a cube until the start of your turn. So this turn I get to fade. I put
sick.
1, and then, yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm going to be selfish and blow up my torch head then, if that's cool.
That's fine.
So I'm going to spend 0 energy. I'm going to go into Calm. I'm going to get 2 block. I'm going to spend 0 energy. I'm going to gain 2 energy. I'm going to go into Wrath. I'm going to gain 4 block. I'm going to draw 2 cards, which are going to be Tantrum and Cut Through Fate. I'm going to use Tantrum, going down to 5 energy to do 4 damage to the torch head.
5,
I'm going to do 2 damage to the torch head,
3.
drawing Tantrum and putting this strike into my graveyard. I'm going to do 3 damage to the torch head. I'm going to empty my mind, gaining 2 more and going to 2. Draw. I'm at 6 block, so I'm already full blocking. I could Vigilance so that I'll just Inner Peace and that'll let me save 1.
So it's 5 damage coming out from the clip.
Calm. I'll be at 8 block. I'm in Calm.
Wait, hold on.
Don't do
Try
that.
to think if there's a world where you should Inner Peace to give me the block.
I can't Inner Peace to give you the block. It's only
Oh,
Vigilance.
Vigilant.
I could Vigilance to give you the block if you want.
Well, are you just trying to get into Calm?
So if I go into Calm with this, I end the turn with 1 energy, so I have more energy next turn. Because I have Ice
think
Cream.
making you not take damage, though.
But you not taking damage is also cool and good.
Yeah, because if I can do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold on. So then let me pause. I'm at 2 energy, and then you figure out your turn, and I'll be on standby.
If you can push 2 damage to this, that would be huge. Because then that just kills this on my turn.
Okay, so then I will go into Calm. I'm at 8 block, like I said before. Then I'm going to Tantrum it, going up to 3, and going into Wrath. So that's 2 damage on it. Then I'll play Vigilance, and I'll give you 2 block, because I'm capping at 10.
So I go to 2 block. I'm going to put 2 damage on this down to 5.
There we go. So that actually ends my turn in an even more elegant fashion.
I'm going to use my self-forming clay to give me 3 block up to 5. And I'm going to put 2 damage on this to 3.
It's at 3.
Also, its heart is no longer broken.
Oh, did we count that damage when I hit it?
Unless
the
you
first
didn't
one.
include it in the math.
I didn't include it in the math. So it would have done 2 more, so it's at 1
it's,
then.
yeah.
Okay.
Where's the book art? There's the book art. I am then... I kind of want to save this Sentinel.
Save the Sentinel then. Just do any
I don't need
block.
to exhaust it right now.
Yeah.
I'm just going to Sentinel, go to
Just
0
kill this one.
energy, go up to 8, kill that one.
Yep.
I am going to also use my calipers here.
Oh, so you save it next turn?
And I'm going to use my candle
Oh,
to get rid of the strike and defend.
sick.
So with that, I'm hoping that with my turn, by going into Wraith form, we can completely ignore my row.
Yep.
And if we can
Yeah,
kill,
you're gonna take 1 damage and we're
if
gonna
we
burst.
can kill
Yeah.
this in 4 turns.
I feel yes. I
Yeah.
feel very good because it's at what 140 something still, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So here's my turn. I'm gonna spend all 3 of my energy to Wraith form.
Yep.
And
then
then
hold
I'm going
Catalyst?
to hold this catalyst.
Sick. All right.
And then before the turn starts, I'm going to be.
I would scry to see if I'm more poison too. Sick. Good turn.
Okay, so yeah, let's go through here. We're going to do my. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you're doing your
end turn. End turn.
And to end turn, I gain a block and 2 more to the boss.
Okay, so it goes to 45, and then 6 goes through, so it goes to 139. Great. Their turn. They hit me for 1 damage in total.
right, so it loses 1 week.
Yeah, and everyone takes 5.
That goes down to here. Wheeler and I both full block. I go to
Great.
4 energy.
It has a
I
bone
go
too, which is
to-
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to scry before I do this draw.
Come on, another poison source. Huge for the triple, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think we can get more than 10 block.
Do you keep an
No,
acrobatics?
unfortunately not.
If you're digging,
Okay,
you only
good.
have 3 energy. So, like, the thing that you're looking for is bouncing flask, right? So you can't bouncing flask catalyst. I mean, you could. No, you only get 1 pyramid turn, right?
Yeah, it's that, or I have a poison, another like 2 poison stab, which would.
No,
take
your
it-
daggers exhaust, right?
No,
Don't they? I thought your poison stabs had exhaust on them.
do they?
Does the upgraded one exhaust?
I don't know.
So if we redraw them, it's bad. I think your only remaining poison card is bouncing flask.
Okay,
Which
so-
means that's bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, come on, baby. That sucks. Beauty.
There you go.
Oh, well, you know.
I mean, you can put your well laid plans in play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else I'm like retaining, but tight. I have a spare energy to give out. So I mean, I can just do the first part of my thing.
Can we roll this d6?
Oh, yeah.
See?
Oh, you got.
Oh, 1 would
you
be
got
huge.
it,
I
man. You got it. Yeah.
1 would be.
We got that vulnerable, and
You
he's
know
got
what?
the
Here.
booty bash. Let's see you roll it. Let's see it, Wheeler.
Ben has one more draw. No, do you draw 5 or do you draw up to 5 when you retain?
You draw 5 cards.
Sorry, somebody
Oh.
said the word 5.
Damn it! I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
All right. You want to go first, Ben? Because you know what you're doing.
I'm very easy. I'm going to spend 2 to bouncing flask. That brings it up to 9, and then
Yep.
I'm going to catalyst, which puts it up to 27 poison.
Woo!
So that goes away.
That gives us a clock there, brother.
And I have this set up here that I'm just going to hang on to in case somebody needs an extra energy this turn.
All right. Wheeler, you've got more big hit, so I'm going to get you to set up your booty bash first, and then I'll do watch your stuff afterwards.
I am going to start with a Shrug It Off.
It's going to take 2 damage.
Takes 2 damage. I go up to 7 block and I draw a card. I am going to Shrug It Off. I go up to 9 block. It takes 2 damage and I draw a card. I am going to use Defend to go up to 10 block. Takes 2 damage.
Yep.
I am then going to Body Slam it, and if it's weak, it's going to take 20 damage.
Let's go.
Sick.
All right, so it goes from 33 to 13.
Yep. All right.
113.
Time for watch your stuff. All right. I'm in calm. I'm going to spend 1 energy, putting me down to 3 to cast Eruption. I'm going to do. This is gone now.
Yep.
I'm going to do 2 damage to the boss.
Okay, goes down to 111.
I'm going to enter Wrath, 2 block, 2 energy, draw 2 cards.
For what it's worth, apparently the
Block
block
can go to 20.
can go to 20.
Yeah, block can go
Oh,
to 20.
block can go up?
Did you have an extra energy or anything? Or?
You could have used bigger block spells instead, but like.
I could have impervious for technically 1 more block, but it does less damage.
There's an achievement in the
App.
back of the book for.
Yeah, because I have this.
hit
I
the
had this
block
extra
limit.
energy to give out.
I don't think that actually does anything.
That actually.
Would have changed.
Back
something?
it
That
up.
would have changed something. Okay, so
All right,
let's.
hold on.
Let's
All right, so
reset
we're
it for
gonna do
20.
2 more damage. My eruption is in my hand. These 2 cards are on top.
Okay.
I'm at 4 energy.
Would you like to give me an extra
Yeah,
energy?
yeah. Take this extra energy.
So,
it gets
assuming I
exhausted.
didn't defend there, because now I'm at 9 block, I'm going to go to 0 block and use impervious.
0 energy, but yeah.
Or 0 energy. Use impervious.
Yeah.
Exhaust it. I go up to 15 block. I'll do
30?
No,
Okay.
the 2's already tracked. We've already tracked the 2, right?
Right. So
Yeah,
then
so just
do
one more
another
10.
And now I'm going to deal 30 to
Yeah,
it.
so we just removed the 10 and it's at 100.
Yeah. So yeah, it should be 103 now instead of 113.
Yeah.
It's just an extra 10 damage.
Yeah, it's an extra
Great.
10.
That-
Yeah.
Sick. Okay. Now I'm going to do the thing I did before. So 2 energy, 2 things. So give it 2 damage, please.
2 damage. We're at 101.
All right. I'm just going to stance this whole way through here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Inner Peace. I'm in Calm. I'm going to Tantrum.
Oh, the poison cap is 30. Tight.
Yeah. I'm going to hit it for 2. So my energy goes up by 1. My block goes up by 1. Tantrism on top of my deck.
98.
While we're here, wait, are you done? No, you're not even close
No.
to done your turn.
No,
You
no,
have a bajillion energy.
Yeah, I'm going to do 2 damage to it.
There's also
I'm
an
gonna draw
achievement
tantrum.
for hitting the poison cap.
Oh.
Well, if I get my bouncing flask again this game.
I'm going to put this defend in my graveyard. I'm going to hit it for 4.
All right.
I'm going to hit it for 2.
All right.
I'm going to hit it for 4.
Okay.
And then I could either end in Wrath with, is it not doing anything to me right now?
It's going to be
Daze,
massively
daze,
debuffing
burn,
everybody.
burn. What's it at?
It is at 86. And it's gonna take 27 at the end of this turn too.
So it's not doing any damage. It's just gonna hurt.
It's gonna, yeah.
I'm just going to empty mind. I think it's better for me. No, I'm going to Tranquility so I end in Calm.
Sure.
I have 8 block.
Okay.
I don't know if that was great. So,
I mean, we did so much damage, everyone. That was great. I mean, except for our dog shit first turn.
Yeah.
Okay, go to the end turn. Wheeler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go up to 16 block and deal 2.
Great. And then it takes 27. So 84 minus 27.
57.
57, yeah. That means it's dead in 2 turns to poison. All right, it's going to hit us with the massive debuff.
Yeah.
So we're all going to get hit by double weak. We're going to get hit by double daze.
And so these both go on the top of your decks.
Very cool.
And then we're also going to get double burn.
And then these burns are going to go in your discard piles. Okay. New round.
Yep.
And then the burns, you take damage if they're in your hand, right?
Yeah, at the end of your turn.
But you can block that damage.
Yep.
Goodbye, 16 block.
So it would summon at the end of this turn.
He's gonna summon at the end of this turn. So
Let's roll, see what we hit.
yeah, I mean we all got a lot less cards unfortunately on this
I mean,
one.
Wheeler could cleave your row, which is still kind of fun. But yeah.
Again, you don't need to worry about. So I have. This is the last.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
turn.
I mean,
yeah.
if I cleave your row, it also hits the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing anything
Yeah,
else.
I've got a piercing wail and a backflip. I mean,
Wheeler, you already used that thing that lets you keep your block, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the calipers, yeah. All right, how are we looking for turns here?
I think our best bet is for you guys to just try and get your week out. this
Get
turn.
your week out.
this
Get
is
your
it.
week
I
out.
can do that with my potion.
Oh yeah, you got a potion that just does it. That seems
I'm
like a
gonna
good.
just
Yeah,
use
just
the
get rid of it all,
potion.
dude.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put these aside here. These are the 2 draws. I'm just gonna put them in my pile because they replaced a draw, so it doesn't really matter because there's no hand size. Okay, here's what Surge is gonna do. I'm going to Tantrum for 2 block and 1 weak and 2 draws. I'm in Wrath. I'm gonna go into Neutral to draw 2 more cards. I'm at 4 block.
Oh yes, important.
3. I'm going to go. I'm just going to use 1 energy right
Oh
now.
sorry, I didn't actually take my damage last time. I forgot the torch.
You
hits
still
her.
have the healing potion,
Yeah.
right?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to use a strike. Strike is stupid. I'm going to use an inner piece, go into calm. I have 6 block.
What's at 57? Oh yeah, this idiot's dead.
Um,
This idiot.
I'm going to spend 2 energy to put Tantrum on top of my deck. Gain 2 energy, go up here. I now have no more weak. I'm in Wrath.
So you didn't do any damage.
I have not done any damage, but I've gotten rid of my statuses.
I think that was the key thing there.
Yeah. I'm going to deal 3 damage to the boss. I'm going to end the turn at calm. I'm going to give. Who needs block? I can give 2 block to somebody.
If you get blocked to me, I deal damage.
Wheeler, take 2 block, please.
And boss take 2 damage.
I'm going to 10. I'm in calm. There you go. There's my turn.
I'm going to defend to get 2 block and deal 2 to the boss.
50.
I am going to True Grit to exhaust this thing
48.
to get 1 block. I am going to go to 0, and I'm going to cleave Ben's row, which also just deals 2 to the boss.
Right. Yes. Okay. I don't know. I'm just chilling, man. I'm gonna backflip.
Sick.
Draw 2.
As we all do when we're chilling.
I'll
Just chilling.
Neutralize.
backflipping.
It won't do any damage because I'm weak, but I can give him my weak.
Sick.
Great.
And then I don't know. Hey, I still don't have anything, so I will strike to get rid of my weak. And then I will wail to give it another weak and go
And
up
then
to
you
5
block.
block.
Yeah, and you won't take any damage this turn.
Yeah, it's true.
End of turn, I gain 1 block up to 6 and deal 2 damage to the boss. And then it takes...
27 damage, so it's 44.
so it's
17.
going to be 17.
Great.
Sick.
Pass
You know,
the-
I gotta live with you. I see all this shit you guys are doing, and I'm just like, okay. I mean, I'm here. I'm along for the journey. But when I got to get the massive poison hit,
Yeah. So
so we're getting all these torch dudes,
Yeah.
but we can literally just end the turn.
Yeah.
You just want to do that?
well, if we end the turn, we
No.
hold on.
The poison goes first.
I just have to make sure I don't end in wrath. Yeah. Wait. No. Don't we have to kill ads in this game?
You do, yes.
You don't. Yeah.
Summons, they stick around.
The fight doesn't end magically. We need to kill it last turn. Now we have to. I think.
I mean,
I know in the elite fights you do.
I don't know how much of a... Oh, I mean, if it means anything, I drew a cleave. Oh.
I'm really worried about my row.
I can cleave your row.
Yeah.
This isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Because these elites or these ads
Okay.
don't do anything.
Yeah.
The boss is already
The boss is dead.
And we just
So
if we
you're
kill
taking
Ben's
4.
row,
Ours are
Yeah.
taking
So
2.
my wraith form is gone.
let's just kill Ben's row. Serge and I are going to have armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay,
I'm
so
at
give me a
4
sec
energy
here.
and 0 block.
Oh yes. Okay. So I don't actually. Did I stabbed one way, right?
You stabbed both times. You started by stabbing twice. So both of those should be exhausted.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah. That was how you got the initial 3 poison.
I wasn't sure if I. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Mind if I go first?
Yeah. Rock and roll, bud.
All right.
Oh, roll the die. This is important on
it
this
is.
turn.
Yeah, because if you get the big cleave. Oh! Actually, that's huge because if you triple it, that's going to put them all to 1, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just save Ben.
And I can just kill them with. I'm going to gain them armor, so they're
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah. Well, that potentially wastes damage because I can do 1 because I'm not in wrath yet, whereas you're doing 2. You could shoot some of the other ones.
I can blade dance to deal the last one to.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, just ignore that.
Okay. I'm going to triple cleave
Okay.
the Ben's row.
So
Okay.
they each take 6.
Yeah.
I will blade dance and go bop bop.
Right now, right. Okay. So they're dead.
Sick cleave, bro.
All right.
These guys were like, all right, now that you're
back,
not a ghost,
we
get
back.
ready.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to start with a cut through fate, dealing 1 damage to the front row in mine. The reason for that is I know this is a burn, so I'm just going to put it in my graveyard and then draw a random card instead. Please, wait, I have a 1 in 5 chance of just redrawing the burn. And
Just
it's
get
going
lucky.
to be,
I said just get lucky. That's the opposite.
yeah, that sucks. All right, I'm in calm. I'm going to enter wrath by dealing 2 damage to the one in front of me. So I'm going to go to 5, I'm going to go to 2, I'm in wrath. I'm going to deal 4 damage to the one in front of me, please.
2.
I'm going to deal 2 damage to the one in front of me, please.
Dead.
I'm going to draw Tantrum, look at the top card. I'm going to leave that on top. Oh, I don't have a way out of wrath.
Do you have a lot of armor?
I only have 2 right now. So actually what I need to do, this is kind of unfortunate, I need to do this. And then I need to... Wait, I don't need a lot of armor, I don't need 2 armor, because this is dead, so it doesn't matter. Change of plans. That's on top, this is here. I'm gonna deal 4 damage to this.
Okay. Goes to 5.
Wait, no, I do need a bunch, because I'm gonna take burns from this. So I'm gonna take 1, 2,
I
3.
can give you 2 armor as well. Actually, I can give you like 5.
Remember, we'll full heal at the end of this too.
That's fair. All right, I'll just hold right now, and then wait for Wheeler to play his turn out. Yeah, if you can kill this, that's handy to me.
I'm just calculated gambling right now.
I'm online to take 3.
Hey Ben, can you do 1 damage?
Yep, I can do 2 in fact.
Sure.
Where do you want it?
The guy in front of Surge.
That puts him to 3.
I'm going to shrug it off. I'm going to go to 3 armor, deal 2 damage to this.
1. Oh, is it
And-
that?
No, that is that one.
Yeah.
Draw a card. Oh.
You can shoot that whole row, which is kind of sick. Oh, you don't have the. Oh, you have the energy if you use the potion.
I don't really need to use the
I
potion.
wouldn't waste the potion. No,
though.
it's fine.
I'm going to just. Does anybody need armor, or are we all good?
I mean, if this doesn't die, I don't need armor.
It'll die.
Okay, then I'll just give myself 1 more armor.
Yeah, I'll just sentinel and go up to 6 and kill that.
Yep. And then end step, shoot one of these.
Yep.
Okay.
I take 1 from this, but then I gain 1 armor.
I'm at 3. I take 1, 2, and I'm in wrath. I take 3. I go down to 0 block.
And step the collector fucking dies from poison. Okay. All right, we've just got these 2 idiots left.
They tried to hit me for 2, right? Or something.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
what-
each
yeah,
do
what-
1 damage.
I had 6 block. Ooh, booty bounce.
All right. Well, then we'll start off the turn by I go to calm.
Where were they at? Have you done damage these?
We did.
I
One's
did
at full.
2.
One's at 2. Yeah.
One's at
Wheeler
2?
gain 2 block.
Thank you. I will deal.
No, sorry. 1 took 2. Not is at 2.
I'll deal 2 to this.
All right. I'm going to deal 2 to it.
Wait, we gotta roll this dice.
Right. Sorry.
Because if it's a 1, I may respond and kill them.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to deal 2 to it again now. I'm in wrath. I'm going to draw 2 cards. One of which is this. One of which is another
I will
card.
throw 3 poison at this torch head.
Oh. I'm going to do 7.
Response, I'll shrug it off.
All right.
Gain 2
Yeah,
armor.
yeah, all right,
and
all
deal
right, all right.
2
They're dead. They're dead. They're dead. They're dead. They're dead.
All right,
dead.
yeah, that was. Damn, these fights. Every fight feels like a battle in
Yeah,
this.
that's great.
Whoo-wee. Okay. So
Boss
close.
reward time.
Dude, literally 1 turn off if it hadn't died to me hitting the poison cap. Because the next turn I drew the bounce gun. All right, so well let's get our loot and then we get to call it a
Importantly,
stream.
I heal from 9 to 10.
Yep,
Oh.
yep, very true, very true.
I heal
All right.
from 8 to 9, I guess.
I
No,
heal
Paul,
from
no,
4 to
not
9.
again.
It's back.
Phase 2. All right, so there's a couple of things that are going to happen. First off, everyone's going to get 3.
Serge gets 4. Because of my relic.
Yeah, where did my gold go? I had like 4, didn't I?
Is that it by your booties?
No, I think I might have accidentally just thrown it in there. That's fine. Okay, so now I'm at. If I get 3, 7, so I keep 2. I do that. Here's 3 for you.
May I pass you for 5, please? This is a cash up. Yeah, thank you, thank
Yep.
you.
Okay, and then we get our relics, which was how did we do? It was we put out 3 relics and draft them, right? Or
Yeah.
was it 3 for each?
No, 3 in draft. 3 relics and we all get 1.
Yeah.
Or was it 4? Was it 3
This
plus
empty
1?
cage. It was right. It was 4. It was 4. Yeah, because there was one we didn't pick.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Here we go. Black Blood. End of combat. Heal 2 HP.
All
That's
right,
pretty
it's an
good.
upgrade for a wheeler.
Yeah, or me with my Wraith form. It's
Yeah,
really nice
I
after.
like Ben
Yeah.
taking that.
Fusion hammers. Start a turn. Gain an energy.
You can
And-
no longer.
But you can't. You don't get to smith anymore. So you
Okay,
only
the energy
heal.
relics are here. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. And
No longer heal. I mean, that's good for you two, actually.
Yeah, that's actually.
If you want an energy relic, you wouldn't get that, but you could get it. So, like, it's good for Wheeler, who isn't really taking a lot of damage and gets natural sustain. So, like, Coffee Dripper is big.
I think it's like fusion hammer, cough.
Well, let's see what the 4th one is.
Oh right. Mark of Pain.
That one's awful.
If your HP would go above 6, it becomes 6. It's not bad for me.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I think it's Black Blood for me, Coffee Dripper for Wheeler, Fusion Hammer for Surge.
So just black blood means you will heal 3 at the end of every.
No, I
combat?
gain 1 at the start of the battle, and I heal 2 at the end of the battle.
I mean,
Wow, pretty good, pretty good.
Or are you just gonna pass?
No, I don't think I'd pass. There's actually some upgrades I do care about. I don't really need an energy relic is the funny thing. Like, you've seen what my deck does already,
I
right?
kind of want one, but like, Black Blood Wraith form seems so cracked.
I feel like you have run out of energy of quite a few times, Serge.
Not in the boss fight.
No, not in the boss fight, but in other things. If you don't have the right combo of cards, you can run out of gas.
Yeah, but I don't want to have a downside for it. I mean, honestly, Mark of Pain is very funny. Because I take so little damage.
Yeah, now, I mean, it's not a huge thing.
I'm getting like 10 block per turn right now, too. What do you think, Wheeler?
I don't think any of us should take this Mark of Pain because it is going to. Act 3 is going to be a whole different beast.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Fusion, I have upgrades I want, though, so Fusion Hammer feels really rough.
The Smith is the one at
Just at campfires.
campfires.
So I haven't had to rest ever. I've taken, I think, maybe 3 damage total this entire game.
I mean, you could take Mark of Pain. You're very rarely taking damage, but...
No, I mean, no. I think Coffee Dripper is the one that makes the most sense for Wheeler, because he's already got natural sustain, right?
Yeah.
So like that is Coffee Dripper feels free for Wheeler.
Yeah.
And it feels like it has a downside for other stuff.
I think you're taking blood, I'm taking coffee, and Surge has to take fusion or nothing. Like I think this Mark of Pain's a liability.
Sure.
Yeah.
I take the blood.
But if you, whether or not you want
I
it,
like don't need upgrades.
do you even need to add cards or change cards to your deck?
I mean, the
anymore?
thing is, if I'm not resting at campfires, unless I get a campfire relic, I'm not really doing anything.
Right.
Is the one thing, right?
There's no, yeah, we don't have campfire.
Do we
relic
get to
unless-
draft? Do we get to know what our rares are first?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's all happening simultaneously.
Let's see what our rare cards are. Because if I get a card I want to upgrade from this, like a scrawl, then
Is this 3 or 5?
this is
it's 3.
3.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't I? Okay.
Omega.
this- right.
Deva form.
They have to be new
All right.
ones.
Well, I'm not taking any of these, so that's fine.
I got uppercut, double tap, and berserk.
You got the burst. I mean, my man.
Ooh.
Oh, bullet time's really funny too. Burst catalyst is
Right.
just too funny.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's incredible that the Watcher doesn't
We're
actually
happening.
have rares. It's really funny.
Huh? Yeah.
Well,
Omega.
yeah, because I really need 5 damage every turn. What does Berserk do in this?
Whenever I exhaust a card, deal 1 damage to any row.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Pretty big.
And then upgraded, it deals 2 damage.
I could just take the Fusion Hammer. I don't think it's that bad for Surge.
Okay.
Fusion Hammer.
All right. Coffee dripper.
Coffee.
And there we go. But wait, there's more.
They've done a great job of capturing the character of the Watcher by making it so you only have uncommons.
Yeah,
So true.
So in the book here, there is also an added thing that says, after you beat the Act 2 boss, or Act 3 if you're playing solo, we unlock Ascension 1.
But that's for our next playthrough.
That's for future playthroughs, but yeah, that's just a thing that we get to do. So no matter what, this is technically a W. Even if we don't beat Chapter 3, we've unlocked new stuff. So, and yeah, basically how it works too, is whenever we beat a boss, we get to select we get to put a thing beside here. So at minimum, for these 3 characters, we've unlocked a bunch of new cards, and then put an extra box. And if we do beat box 3, we'll unlock 1 and 2 for each of these characters.
But you don't actually get those cards until you.
Not until our next run, but it's worth noting that we did a bunch of good stuff here. And I got Burst Catalyst, so I'm quite excited about that.
So it'll be times 6.
Yeah.
No, it's exponential, Paul.
Right,
It does
yeah,
times
it-
3, and then it
yeah, 3
takes
squared.
whatever the first one is, and then multiplies it by 3.
I'm not picking a.
Yeah, so 3 poison would become 27.
That's all it needs to be. So one bouncing flask, yeah.
So four poison would hit the cap.
Yeah.
And Burst, if I upgrade it, will become a 0. So there we go. We have beat Act 2. Good job, everybody. Yay. And thank you, everyone, so much for tuning on in. We're on schedule. We are either going to win next week and complete our run, or burn in flames. I'm excited to find out what it is.
We're gonna win.
We're gonna win.
We're gonna win.
We'll cheat.
I mean, we have the Watcher. I mean, you know.
Yeah, if we lose, it's boring. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning on in. Reminder that this and everything we do is brought to you by you over at our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You're the reason we're able to do this, so thank you. We super appreciate it. And if you're watching on YouTube and you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. Helps us out a ton, and hope that you're enjoying it there. From all of us here, I have been Ben. This has been Surge.
Wait, sorry.
This has been Big
Hello.
Surge. And Tiny Wheeler.
I'm regular sized.
I'm a giant.
And Ephemeral Paul.
We really gotta get rid of these ghosts.
And I'm Ben, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.